Hello, everybody, and welcome to Amateur Hour Sports. Yes, we're at it today as the Raptors are taking on the Detroit Pistons. I'm watching it, and apparently you are as well. Why? Well, I don't know. We just do it. This is what we do. When the Raptors are playing, we watch them. You know why we watch them? Because we appreciate the bad times, and appreciating those bad times makes us appreciate the good times that much more. I mean, that championship, if you just kind of join in late, that championship doesn't mean as much as what it means to people who sat through it all, sat through all this shit up until that point. So this is that shit. I mean, I don't really know if there's anything that's as low as this for the Raptors. Speaking market-wise, this might be the basement. I'm not even kidding you. This might be the lowest we're going to see for a very long time. The Toronto Raptors today are facing off in Detroit against the Pistons. And the Raptors, unfortunately, are underdogs. Not just slightly, but the Pistons are 3.5-point favorites against our Toronto Raptors today. It is a sad state of affairs, but this is what it is. This is who we are at this point. Underdogs against the Pistons. This is how far we followed. Three and a half point. I like half point, 1 point, 3.5 point underdogs against the Detroit Pistons. So yeah, only the diehards watching this one, and so is your boy, of course. You know me. I'm out here. We're watching the games. Something that I really do enjoy about basketball, the NBA, is that it's very easy to see individual growth and development incrementally kind of creeping in for a player. So I'm very interested. I'm always very interested in seeing the journey, how a player starts, how they get to the next steps, what they work on. I always enjoy things like that. So, I always enjoy the journey, and let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. The Raptors are underdogs, so I'm certainly, I'm certainly not imagining that this one is going to go overly well. However, it's only 3.5, and the Raptors have some solid players, and I'm going to see the starting five here before making a decision on a bet or anything. So the Raptors will be starting Quickly, Brown, Dick, Abaji, and Olynyk. So that means, obviously, no RJ Barrett for the Raptors today. But other than that, no Trent as well. Oof. I was expecting Trent to play. Yeah, I mean, I just don't really know. I just don't really know where the overall amount of offense is going to come from today. Granted, I went into that Cleveland game. Not Cleveland. That Denver game completely adamant that this was going to be a brutal loss and such. But, the Raptors nearly pulled that one out of their ass, right? So, like I said, who knows what this team is able to achieve. The title. I didn't change the title. All right, that's probably why we're struggling to get Houston early. 1 second here. Just completely forgot to change the title of the stream. Let's just quickly do that. Raptors versus Pistons. Watch along. All right. Toronto enter as underdogs in Detroit. Sorry, my dog's hungry. My girlfriend's putting food out. Change the title. Apologies for that. But I didn't know who was playing, so I put Bruce Brown in the thumbnail. Don't think you're going to see a ton of Bruce Brown thumbnails all the time. But, yeah, for today, Brucey in the thumbnail. I'm just trying to check in on the lines out there for this game, and actually looking at the Cleveland game right now, honestly. So give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm just trying to see what the Detroit lineup is, because like, if I'm not confident in the Detroit lineup, I feel like giving the Raptors 3.5 is pretty good. Now, I haven't fared particularly well betting the Raptors as of late, but that's been for or against them. So sometimes I'll maybe privately be against them and publicly won't say it. So I'm trying to look at this Cleveland game right now. Give me a sec. Yeah, so everybody's changing. Don Mitchell's going to play. All right. We used to complain about 4+1 lineups. Now, starting one. That is a good one. Granted, Grady Dick, I feel like, could start, but you're right. This is a 4+1 lineup. Starting the game for the Raptors, which means the 4 people coming off the bench. Good God. All right. Pistons are starting Cunningham, Ivy, Fontecchio, Stewart, and Duran. Yeah, that team should be favored. Honestly, not going to be playing I'm not going to be playing the Pistons, but 3.5 looks interesting. For sure, looks interesting. Yeah, Fontecchio's been playing well. Cade is I feel if you saw one of my recent streams, I think Cade's great, but he's still a good player. I like Jalen Duran. I like Jaden Ivey. Yeah, that's a good team. Isaiah Stewart, actually, I've been not a fan of Isaiah Stewart in the past, but he has improved upon his game from a scoring standpoint this season, especially from a shooting standpoint this season. He's not the useless player I used to attribute him as. We'll put it like that, because I used to think he was pretty useless. But we grind through this. We watch the games. We see it all unfold. Like I said, these ones are tougher than others, but we grind through. We appreciate the growth. We get to see these young players get some minutes. Of course, let's see how things shake out. I've also got the Champions League on here. We've got Inter and Atletico Madrid on penalties right now. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat here. We got winner 1, Delish 007, Sumaya, one of the members out here. Cam B joining, also 905 Yada, another one of the members, and Jay Konda, another one of our members. Thank you guys so much for joining in here. No beer for me. I had a beer. I had multiple beers yesterday. I was out. I was at a doctor's appointment downtown Toronto. Afterwards, I stopped at a pub and watched some soccer. Had a couple drinks. Had a couple at home. My girlfriend after the fact. Monday, I had one on stream. I'm good for tonight. Also, this weekend is going to be insane for me. So I'm just going to lay low a little bit throughout the week, including tonight. And, yeah, save it for the weekend. But, hey, I don't blame you. You might need one to get through this game, because this is a tough one. You might need one to get through this one. Jesus Christ. Pistons, Raptors with the Pistons as favorites. That's where we are at in March of 2024. It can't get much worse than this, if at all. So just understand that. This might be the bottom. What's going on, Phoenix? Thanks so much for joining. Good dinner. Yeah, good dinner. Just threw together some peppers and onions and put that in with some Italian sausage, ground Italian sausage. Then I put orzo with that, with some beef broth and some rosé sauce I had and some tomato sauce I had. Just threw a bunch of stuff together and turned into a pretty nice dinner overall. I got to say, it was an enjoyable dinner. Phoenix comes in just to say what's up, but he will not be watching this game. Box score surfing like the casual he is, of course. I don't blame. Listen, if today you choose to do something else, I don't blame you. This is one you take the night off. Completely understandable. This is a This is definitely a rough one. Again, completely understand if you feel like you don't need to put yourself through a Raptors versus Pistons contest. But you know how it is on the streams. We always have fun. We always enjoy ourselves. We always, shoot the shit. Obviously, we can get a little upset with how the game is going. Me being upset at how the game is going. But, that doesn't stop us from having a fun time on the stream, as I said. What's going on, Will? Yeah, sorry if you hear my dog barking. She should be eating now. I don't understand why she's going so crazy. Pistons will never make the playoffs in a decade. I don't know. I do not feel confident about their ability to build with this current core. I have the Atletico game on now. I just saw the Lautaro Martinez missed penalty. What a comeback from Atletico. That team just fights, man. Like what a manager Simeone is. Just absolute mentality monster with his team. It's impressive. It's certainly impressive. Was at a bar watching the Arsenal game yesterday. That was pretty good. Arsenal probably should have won before penalties. I don't like Arsenal. It would have been fun if they didn't win, but they deserve to go through based on the second leg. Oh, they played like shit in the first leg. I don't know. Maybe they didn't deserve it. I meant the match. Oh, the matchup. As underdogs. Quickly has been calling for the Raptors to win. He's been saying he wants to win a game. I kind of feel bad for the players a little bit. They want to win. I'm sure they have some sort of understanding that they understand the organization's going in this specific direction. They're still out there trying their best to win games. Full credit to them. That loss against the Denver Nuggets, a lot of positives come out of it. Grady Dick played really well. RJ Barrett was excellent. Really got a good sense of RJ Barrett as a focal point of a team, which was great. Like tenacity, going to the rim, attacking guys like Nikola Jokic in the process. That was super cool to see. And I think there's still going to be positives out of the rest of the season for this team, even with, obviously the situation at hand for the Raptors. And as I said in the video yesterday, even as a bottom 7 seed, the Raptors will have a 31% chance of keeping their pick. 31% chance of the pick is higher than the percentage chance that they actually make the playoffs at this point, and actually make the play-in tournament at this point. So for me, the right decision has been made here to go for the tank. It's going to suck to watch, but there's still going to be development reps that come out of it. Guys will be rested. We're going to eliminate injury risk, and we're going to come out strong for next season. We'll come out very strong for next season, hopefully. I don't think the team will be better than I don't think the team will be necessarily a playoffs team next year. My stance has been for this team. Like, we started this season with Barnes, Anunoby, Siakam, Pirtle, Schroeder, Trent. And next year is the starting 5. First 6 guys going to be as talented as that group? Like, probably not, right? Probably not. So I'm not sure if next year will be a whole lot better. But at least it'll be a better sense of direction for this team and be more enjoyable for sure. Starting 5 for the Raptors, by the way, it has been announced. I'll just show it to anybody who hasn't seen it. Emmanuel Quickley, Bruce Brown, Grady Dick, Ochai Agbaji, and Kelly Olynyk. Again, it's a 4+1 lineup, except it's starting today. it's starting today. So yes, the Raptors, 3.5-point underdogs, deservedly against the Pistons. And I would wager this could go to 4.5, actually, but not going to bet against the Raptors here. Man, if you bet against the Raptors, if you bet on the Raptors last game, like to get a win, that must suck. Although if you had the spread, at least you won. But man, I think 905 Yada had Raptors money line. That is a sour one. But Kobe had 500 on the Nuggets apparently, and that was a all-time sweat. Anybody out there who did bet the Nuggets? My mouse is gonna die. One sec, guys. Sorry, I need to plug in my my mouse here. It's wireless, but rechargeable. Contrary to my headphones, which are absolutely wired. By the way, have you ever wondered why it's 2024 and I wear wired headphones? There's two reasons. Number one, it's easier, Just pop them in. Don't have to worry about connecting them. Don't have to worry about keeping them charged. That's more so the second reason. That's not the main reason. The main reason is there is a latency issue with Bluetooth headphones especially when connected to. I have an audio mixer that this microphone plugs into. This microphone isn't just a USB microphone. I can't just plug it into my computer. It's plugged into an audio mixer, which can control, volume on things like the microphone so it can sound louder or it can sound a little bit quieter. It also just kind of polishes off the sound. It comes through a whole lot cleaner. That is USB wired into my computer. And I can't, if I were to connect my headphones to my laptop, the sound would come through with a latency issue. So these headphones plug directly into the audio mixer. Makes it a whole lot smoother for myself, albeit it'd be nice to hang on. It'd be nice to have wireless headphones, not to worry about the wire. That's for sure. But I used to do that, and I could not fucking take the latency issue, meaning the sound and video were not synced up to what I'm hearing, to what I'm seeing, and that drove me insane. So this is much better. I've been doing this for. I've been using that. I've been wired headphone gang for a while now as well. Tonight, parlay Cade Cunningham over 23.5 points with the Pistons money line. I guess who's really going to be defending Cade? I don't hate it. With the current market, I suppose. Aramis Corey, bro, what's going on? Brown needs to be glued to the bench. Hopefully, hopefully we get some positive play out of him for the rest of the season, and it helps with any sort of move that may go down. It's audio interface, audio mixer. I guess I don't really understand the difference, but one of those two things, or if they're like the same. I got one of those things. Yes, it's either interface or a mixer. Are we tied with the Grizzlies? Yeah, I guess the Grizzlies did win yesterday. Bit of a testament to perhaps what good coaching can do. This was the Grizzlies' rotation yesterday. Santi Aldama, Trey Jemison, who I've never heard of, John Conchar, Luke Kennard, Jordan Goodwin, Wenyan Gabriel, Dejan Giroux, who I've also never heard of, Jake LaRavia, and Gigi Jackson. That was the 9-man rotation for the Grizzlies yesterday against the Wizards, who they were up 25 at half against, and ended up winning the game comfortably. The Wizards are one of the worst teams, maybe the worst team in the NBA. But the Grizzlies, that might be the worst rotation in the NBA if they keep using that. Yet they're finding ways to win games. I think it's a bit of a perhaps testament to positive coaching, because I really think Taylor Jenkins is a great coach. So I have a good amount of belief, and I have had for weeks now, that the Raptors can catch the Grizzlies in the tank race. And in fact, the Raptors are right there. They can tie the Grizzlies today in the tank battle with a loss against the Detroit Pistons. And it seems as though the Pistons, the Pistons are favored. It seems as though the Pistons very much can win this game. But four losses in a row for the Raptors here. A nice little run. And yeah, the Grizzlies are going to chip away and find wins here and there. And I've actually seen let me see if I can just find the strength of schedule list here. The Raptors are 18th, and the Grizzlies are 23rd in remaining strength of schedule. So a little bit easier than the Raptors for the Memphis Grizzlies. that should a little bit easier for the Memphis Grizzlies. That should provide them opportunities to snatch some wins. They have games against the Pistons, 2 games against the Pistons, 2 games against the Spurs, and a game against the Hornets on the way. Raptors have 2 against the Wizards, 1 against the Pistons, and their easiest games, other than those 2, are 2 against the Nets. So losses absolutely could be on the way for the Raptors. And like I said, wins can just get pieced together by those Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, Pistons are favored today. And this is supposed to be one of our easy games, right? So I'm very much thinking the Raptors can do this shit. Very much, yeah. Very much thinking the Raptors can do this shit. Parlay Browning quickly. I don't have any bets in this game. Nothing I saw that made me think, yeah, I'd love to bet on a Raptors player. I mean, you never know who's going to play for the Raptors. It's so difficult to bet on any Raptors player. And I completely understood the Raptors being underdogs here. That completely made sense. Right? What you have is just XLR input and volume control. It's an interface. A mixer usually has tons of dials for immediate EQ. Don't really know what EQ is. So I guess I have a interface over there, which I use for this microphone for videos. And it appears as though I just have an XLR input and volume control, which is what I have here. So that is a mixer. Oh, it's an interface, and the mixer has the extra shit. I thought the interface was the more complicated one, and the mixer was just like the meat and potatoes one. So I got mistaken. So I have an Elgato Wave XLR audio interface and a Focusrite Solo 2i2 audio mixer for my other microphone. Why do I have 2 microphones? Because I am lazy and I don't want to always have to unattach this one and put it over here and reattach everything to my computer. I would rather just not have to worry about that ever. Although, to be fair, in my previous setup, they were not right beside each other as they were now. And I actually could probably easily manufacture this so that I use the same microphone for both. But this microphone was a gift from work when I first got hired at my job. This one I bought myself, so I feel like, yeah, I got one for free. Let's splash out on another one and then never have to worry about it. Also, I was interested in trying out this microphone here. The what's this one called? The RE20 Electro Voice RE20. That's it. And this is the Shure SM7B over here. And I prefer this one. Which is why I use this one for streams and stuff, because I hear that all the time. Whereas this, I don't use the Shure as much. It's just for videos. 10 minutes. 10 minutes 3 or 4 times a week. Anyways, enough on the audio equipment here. This is if you're looking to get into content, this stuff is pretty near. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but it is pretty close to like where you'd have top of the line sort of shit. So it's pricey. That you don't really need this kind of quality to do your content, but I just kind of like having it really good. So it makes me happy that I'm producing as good of content as I can. But it's it's an investment. I've been doing this for years now, so I can feel as though I can make that investment. Next up, though, gotta get a lapel mic because we did that Cheats of stream, and yeah, we can definitely improve the sound there. I'm gonna look for a Rode wireless setup. I'm just gonna see. That's like $160 on Amazon right now, and I need to look in a little bit more as well into how that goes. But yeah, I think a Rode wireless is the next step in the adventure, for especially in the summer, we do some more fun content just like that one. Anyways, you got what you need, which is what we need for your vids. There you go. If I have what I need, then I guess it works out for everybody here. But Yeah, again, there's some cheaper mics out there that get the job done as well. Absolutely. But hey, if you ever like, even for work calls or anything, get yourself like a decent USB microphone and a stand, improve your sound, especially if your work entails giving presentations, meetings. Yeah, absolutely. You'd come off way better, I think, having some high quality audio to go with it. Audio more important than the audio is more important than visual, 100%. That's especially the case for YouTube videos as well. Anyways, yeah. Try not to think about this game, guys. This is a underdogs against the Pistons. You told me this start of the year. Yeah, I mean we were all. I mean I was having a meltdown the last time the Raptors played against the Pistons. Was of course it was the day that OG Anunoby got traded, but it was the day the Raptors ended that Detroit Pistons losing streak. So it was a dark day. It was certainly a dark day for the Raptors, that loss. Hopefully, they're able to bounce themselves back and do something funky today, but we shall see. So I'm trying to see why the scoreboard wasn't showing up. It is showing up now, but it's not showing up down here. Oh, it's working now. All right. We got that down. Audio Technica AT2035. Let me see what that is. Audio Technica is a good brand. I have a turntable from there. I might recognize what it looks like. Oh, yeah. I've seen this before. This one's nice. This one's nice. Very nice. Very nice for your setup. And that one's not, doesn't take up too much space. Very nice. Watch the Raptors smack these Bills. Well, like the last game the Raptors had against the Pistons, I was all doom and gloom before the game saying, how bad will this get? 10, 20, 30, 40 points. Thinking to myself, yeah, if we lose by 30 here, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's I understand how we ended up having that happen. You know, we stink and we're playing a really good team and we have all these guys not playing today. And then the Raptors take a 22-point lead. It was just like, what the fuck? But at no point did I think, yeah, this is wrapped up for sure. Not like going to be completely fine here. Yeah, definitely never came to that point. And, well, good thing because we did see in the end how it went down, and how it went down was the Raptors taking the fat L. But pretty good for the Tank Wars, as we continue to say. Pretty good for the Tank Wars as we are battling it out with those pesky Memphis Grizzlies. And again, they keep piecing some wins together. Hopefully, we are able to do so as well. Hey, if we get a nice Grady Dick game, I think you'll see me pretty happy. Grogan joining in. What's going on, Grogan? Still watching from the hospital. Hope things are improving. Hope things, at least there's hopefully some sort of end in sight to get out of there. But thanks so much for tuning in. We're still thinking about you, still rooting for you, man. Keep on fighting there. Hopefully everything takes a turn for the better. And, of course, keep us posted. Deke, what's going on? One of the members joined in saying, let's go Pistons. Now, is this a Raptors fan coming through saying, hey, a loss would be great here? Because if so, I kind of agree, but I won't go as far as to say, let's go Pistons. This version we deal with is Raptors in rebuild. This team probably still better than the Tampa team. Like the Tampa Raptors, like there weren't even like young promising players getting minutes there. It was just complete garbage everywhere. Horrible stuff. I mean, just horrible stuff, man. But again, hopefully things are improving here. And hopefully, you know, reps for guys like Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, get us through. Get us where we want to go. we might be worse than the Tampa Raps. I agree. Coaching might play a bit of a part in that. I don't know. But, yeah, it's a whole lot of shit. But we're going to get through together. And 53 of you are crazy enough to want to come through here in the freaking pregame. So, anyway, yeah, you guys are crazy. Tampa, there's nothing to look forward to. Thankfully, we got a lot of lottery luck in the draft, and it ended up working out. And the Raptors got, of course, the pick that landed them Scotty Barnes. But in the certainly in the build up to that point, yeah, it was doom and gloom. We have no idea where the team was heading, but thankfully, our savior, Scotty Barnes. Thankfully. And it seems as though the rehab process for the hand is going well. And hopefully Barnes is ready to go in the offseason, ready to put in the work again and take the next step, another next step, hopefully, in his NBA career. Should be just minutes away from the Raptors tipping off here at the very least. Grogan gives an update. Should be out over the next week, barring any complications, 6 weeks enough. I'm glad to hear. Very happy. And very excited to have you back in your normal spot, join in for the streams, and getting even more enjoyment out of them in those spots. That's great, Grogan. I'm glad you're getting value out of the streams. Everybody finds value in different ways. Whether it's watching on the big screen, watching second monitor, watching on the side while you're doing work, or whether it is perhaps. Wouldn't expect it to be like this, but a connection to the real world. That's great, Grogan. We're glad to have you here. Glad to have you in the community, continuing to pull for you. And we're very excited to have you back in your normal spot, as I said. Keep on pushing. Keep on fighting. If Raptors get by some luck first pick, who would you pick? I'd have to look in a little bit more. There's not a shoe-in top guy for this year, but Sarr looks very interesting. I don't think the Raptors right now have any real horrifically glaring positional need. Emmanuel Quickley is a good point. It'd be nice to have another guard, but Emmanuel Quickley is the point guard. You've got Grady Dick as your 2. You've got 2 forwards in Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. There's no overwhelmingly glaring need for a position. So the Raptors kind of have the luxury of just getting the best player available for this draft if they do land some lottery luck and end up with a top 6 pick, perhaps a top 4 pick, given their current status. If they land in the top 6 at this rate, they would have to be it'd have to be a top 4 pick, which, I'd say it's a 31% chance of a top 6 pick. It's actually a 31% chance of a top 4 pick because there was a 0% chance it's going to be a 5th or 6th pick, given Toronto's current position in the NBA standings. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Name this team the Shermans. Sherman Hamilton. The Shermanators. Should that be it? No. But apparently a rebrand is potentially on the way for the Raptors. As I said, there still may be a rebuild on the way for this team. A rebrand on the way for this team. Who knows? We've seen some rumblings about it. Who knows? ESPN mock draft historically most accurate. Let's see the 2023 mock draft. ESPN mock draft NBA. This was day of. So let's see. So they got Victor. That's easy. They did get Brandon Miller at 2, which wasn't. Well, they had Woj, who was correct, and Shams was wrong, but their guy Woj had it correct. So ESPN got it here. Correct at number 4, correct at number 5. Those were easy to call, as was 6. Those were layups. Easy to call those. Jarris Walker 7 was a layup. Cam Whitmore, that surprisingly ended up being wrong. Bilal Coulibaly ended up there. Taylor Hendrick. Well, actually, technically, Jarris Walker went 8th to the Pacers, who traded down 1 spot. But I'll say that's correct. Cam Whitmore is wrong. Then they had Taylor Hendrick 9, which is correct. So they're pretty on the money here. Dallas, I'll give them the benefit. Technically, they're correct here. Dallas traded down and still got Lively, whereas Oklahoma traded up to 10 to take Case and Wallace, who it appeared as though Orlando wanted. I very much thought Grady Dick would land at number 11 in Orlando. That was incorrect. And as it was, the Raptors got Grady Dick. They had Kobe Buffkin 13 here. Case and Wallace at 15. I really don't think Case and Wallace would have made... Well, obviously he wouldn't have made it. Orlando wanted him at 11, which made... OKC wanted him at 12. Orlando wanted him at 11, so OKC jumped them to get him at 10, which made Lively go 12. The Raptors, I really think if Case and Wallace was available, they go Case and Wallace at 13. I don't think they take Kobe Buffkin ahead, but we'll never know what they would have had here because they had Grady Dick higher. 14 at Jordan Hawkins, that was correct. I'm not seeing Raptors fans say, oh, why didn't we take Jordan Hawkins instead of Grady Dick? I don't see that anymore, by the way. Grady Dick, isn't Grady Dick like way younger as well? Grady Dick, 19.5 draft age. Jordan Hawkins, 21. I mean, it was a no-brainer to go Grady Dick there. Case Walls would have been amazing there. They got Keontae George at 16. They got Hood Schifino at 17. Jaime Jaquez at 18, actually. That's a surprise to land. Podziemski at 19. Damn, they actually crushed it. Those were difficult ones to call, and they crushed it in this little section here. Jett Howard at 20. Cam Whitmore was available, so they didn't go Jett Howard. No Clowney. I actually don't remember if Clowney ended up going there. I think he did, though. Nick Smith went a bit lower. I think Nick Smith may fall in second round. And then it becomes really difficult to predict. Maxence Prosper went later. Sensabaugh went at 29. Ryan Rupert slipped very far, surprisingly. I don't know why this whole thing is popping up here. Najee wasn't there. Whitehead went earlier to the Brooklyn Nets. Sasser went to the Pistons. Number 30, bench. I mean, to be fair, this was they nailed quite a bit of this, so that is pretty accurate. But is the game starting? The game has begun here. Apologies, I was in draft mode there. But first play of the game, Raptors go forward and get the bucket through. Captain Canuck, Kelly Olynyk with the basket, and the Raptors are underway here in Detroit as 3.5-point underdogs, and Cade lobs to Duren, and they get those points right back. Let's just confirm where this game closed at. So the game did close at 3.5 on the spread. In fact, some places creeped up to a low juiced 4.5, but 3.5 we'll say is a consensus spread on this one. All right, guys, let's do this. We're gonna sit through this. We're gonna do this together. Let's do this. Fontecchio off the glass, no good. Duren gets the rebound. If you thought the Raptors' defensive rebounding was bad, you're not going to enjoy Jalen Duren tonight because Jalen Duren is an absolute force of nature on the glass. Yeah, I'm very happy with Grady Dick. He was second on my wish list. To be fair, though, I did not expect Cam Whitmore to fall that far. But, I mean, I am very much loving Grady Dick in that pick right now. Yeah, there's so much. I mean, look, there's a lot of talented players on one of the worst teams in the NBA. Duren's a great player. Cade's a great player. But this is like the worst team in the NBA. One of the worst in NBA history, the way they were starting the season. But they've turned things around a little bit since the trade deadline. Brought him some different players. Grimes is helping them. Fontecchio's helped them a lot, surprisingly to me. I kind of slept on him, but still 2-2 here. Duren looking for something on Olynyk. And he's called for the charge. Nice job by Olynyk. Olynyk is well-versed in the art of drawing fouls, I must say. Extremely well-versed in the art of drawing fouls. Always manages, always finds a way. On offense and on defense. The draft depth out of the last 10 years has been crazy. Yeah, more and more talent entering the league. More and more sources of development for these players, whether they want to go NCAA, whether they want to go the European route. A lot of players go the NBL route in Australia, New Zealand. A lot of different ways to get recognized and noticed. G League Ignite also. It's great for basketball, and so many other countries getting involved. You know, you used to look at like the top 20 players in the NBA used to be just all Americans, pretty much. Now, as quickly hits a three and gets us started from the outside. Like, look at the last 5 MVPs. It's Cameroonian, it's a Serbian twice, and it's a Greek player twice. We're all over the place, and the top 2 in MVP voting right now is a Serb and a Canadian. It's great for the game as the Raptors turn it over here. 6-5 Pistons. 9:05 to go in the first quarter as another lob from Cade goes right into the basket with Jalen Duren throwing it down. Yeah, got to get a body on that. That's second time it's been way too easy for Duren in that position. Kelly Olynyk going to go for the three here, and Kelly Olynyk cashes it in. Been struggling from the outside for Toronto, but hey, he's a great three-point shooter, and he's bound to get it back at some point. Over, Adam Wetstein sends in the super chat. Thank you to Adam Wetstein. As over under both teams, 35% field goal percentage. Detroit are gonna get looks down low. They're gonna be higher than that. 35 is a little bit too low. It's gonna be over for both, but it would be an interesting conversation if you made it like 43% there. Here's Cade taking it to the other end. Swings outside to Ivy. Ivy. Tough shot. Fading to the side and got it. I really like Jaden Ivey. He doesn't get enough game time. Or at least didn't to start the season. Like, it took so long for him to even get any starts, but he's a great player. Grady Dick, nice cut to the rim. Such a good cutter. Uses that shooting gravity and makes the right decision to cut there. And you got a great player like Olynyk who can make that pass and find that feed. Kobe asks, as we get super chat confirmation here. Kobe asks, are the Raps trying to win games or are they trying to lose? On the court, they're trying to win. Coaches and players don't tank. Off the court, they're trying to lose. Quickly for three, doesn't go. Kelly Olynyk gets the rebound and ties the game up at 12. Kelly's asked for a trade. Got waived, and nobody signed him. Did I miss a Bruce Brown missed layup while I was reading the chat? That's probably a good thing, huh? Isaiah Stewart down low, and Darko calls for a timeout. Just way too much space down low for these Pistons bigs. And they're taking advantage 100% right now. They're absolutely taking advantage. Bruce Brown just don't care. That might be the case. It might be. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, eh? I didn't do the door shot. Yeah, I got to do that. All right, guys. Last time out with the door shot. It was quite the shot. Quite an outstanding piece of basketball ability from myself. Whether I'll be able to follow that up remains to be seen. Personally, I don't care if it looks nice. I just want it to go in. 17 of 28 on the door shot. Got a really good record on these. Let's see if I can keep it going today. So, anyways, for reference here, I'm comfortably 8 feet from the basket here. At least. Comfortably 8 feet. It's at least 8 feet. This isn't just this isn't no gimme. Not doing hook shot. I my record on the line here. I need to take this seriously. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Okay, it goes in. I got the line right. That was the important part. I get the line right. It goes high off the backboard, but I didn't call bank. I called game. Yeah, ain't about how. It's about the result, and the result is, of course, bank open. I called game. I called game. 18 of 29 on the door shot. And again, it's not the prettiest of results, going way too high off the backboard, but it drops. That is the important thing. And we move. We move. Backboard Billy. Backboard Billy indeed. I'm starting to, I've tracked 29 of these, right? I've tracked 29 of these. I took probably 10 or 15 more earlier in the season. I've taken I've taken around 45 of these. I'm getting a little bit used to the distance and stuff, which is helping. But I mean, I've missed. I've taken 18. I've missed 11. It's not like, and I'm on a good run right now. I've made, I think, 5 of the last 6. So it's absolutely not a gimme. I assure you, it's not a gimme. I mean, let's get to the end of the season here. I don't really know where else the backboard can go that it's in frame, but maybe something in the future. But we got to get to the end of the season like this for sure. Yeah, rebounding is tough right now. Jalen Duren is just nobody who can stop him. The Raptors just don't have the size with this lineup. And speaking of, Jalen Duren gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in. 12 points in the paint for the Pistons, and they only have 16. And yeah, if this sustains itself, Raptors jump shooting is going to keep them in this game. It might be a 2020 night for Duren. You ain't kidding. Quickly puts up with the right, and he's fouled. Draws a foul. He's going to head to the line here. Jalen Duren historic night. I mean, we have created a lot of history here. We gave Victor Wembanyama his historic night with a 10-block triple-double. We ended the Pistons' losing streak. That was historic. We had the worst home loss in Raptors history. It's all about history with this team. They just keep on setting new benchmarks that we can look back upon. Another super chat coming in from Adam Wedstein. Thank you so much, Adam, saying he's just setting up for a backboard hustle. What do you want me to do with the backboard? That's as far away. Honestly, that's as far away as it can be from me, from my current seat anyways. This is a wall right here. There's a wall, 3 feet away from me here, and it just kind of goes out. It's the furthest I can go. I guess I could make it higher. That's really all I could do. I could raise it because it would still be in frame. You wouldn't get to see the arc, but I could raise it. But not till the offseason. Kelly Olynyk turns the ball over here, and it's 18-14. James Wiseman checking in. He sucks. Malachi Flynn on the bench for the Pistons here. I wonder if we see Malachi Flynn facing against his former team today. You got to get minutes in order for it to be a revenge game. Who knows? Gonna start to take bets on Bet99 if they for the door shot. Door shot on Bet99. Now that'd be pressure. I don't think they'd allow for that. They're regulated. I don't think they'd allow that. Jordan Nwora working on Wiseman. Sends it out to Quickly. Quickly looking to get the Raptors back in things here. Grady Dick in the corner. Up fake, steps inside, kicks to Olynyk. Good look, and the finish to go with it. Excellent job and a very nice representation of Grady Dick using his shooting gravity, not just to his own avail, but to help out teammates as well and just make the right plays. Such a good player, Grady Dick. Kelly Olynyk's got 10 points already. Ivy to the rim, no good. Finally a rebound. Raptors get with Olynyk. Other way with Quickly. Quickly has a lane. Layup is good and one. Raptors lead with a chance to extend it to a 2-point lead. Ooh, that was really nice. That on Quentin Grimes as well. Hell yeah. Quickly right past his former Knicks teammate. And stares him down a little bit after the fact as well. Kelly is a really nice addition to this team, for real. Oh, my goodness. Here we go, guys. Kelly Olynyk checks out. Checking in is our boy, Jalen McDaniels. Jontay Porter also checking in. Darko saw the Raptors take a lead and said, not on my watch. It's McDaniels time. 2-point game, 20-18. Cade to Ivy. Ivy in the corner to Isaiah Stewart. Beef Stew misses the layup. And it's tipped out of bounds. It's Raptors ball. Here we go. Mace McDaniels emote. You ain't ever going to see a McDaniels emote. Quickly to Nwora. Now Jontay Porter. Porter to McDaniels. McDaniels driving. Fading away for two. All right. McDaniels gets the bucket. Remember last game when he had a layup hit the shot clock? That was funny. 8-0 run for the Raptors. They're down 18-14. Now 22-18 up. Isaiah Stewart looking to end that. And I said earlier, Isaiah Stewart has been very much improved from deep this season. And he's turning into a really solid player. Here is McDaniels. Give and go with quickly. Back to Nwora. Nwora just yanks a three. It doesn't go. It's close. No cigar. 1-point game. Ivy out to Cunningham. Up fake. Tosses inside to Wiseman, who throws it down. And the Raptors' lack of size once again exposed there as James Wiseman, the former second overall pick, puts it in. Bit of a mud fight. Yeah, it's got that vibe, doesn't it? Quickly to Grady. Up fake. Sidestep three. That would have been nice. Doesn't go. Porter can't corral that rebound. And here come the Pistons again. 5-0 run for Detroit. Cade Cunningham's layup makes it 7. And the lead has evaporated here. Detroit just only up by 3. But Detroit up by 3. Or by 3. But 20 of their 25 points have been in the paint. Clearly the point of weakness for this Raptors lineup. Quickly, lovely pass to Porter down low. And the turnaround hook with the left makes it a 1-point game. Timeout called, but great stuff by the Raptors. On offense, looking good. It's just the defense. Yeah, we lack size, we lack defense, and here's a team that have bigs and a passer in Cade Cunningham that can sort of expose that, and that's what's been at play here. I'm kind of scared to see the offensive rebounding numbers, but let's have a look. 1 offensive rebound for the Raptors, 5 total rebounds. The Pistons have 4 offensive rebounds, 12 total rebounds. So yeah, we can certainly see we only have 5 rebounds. We can certainly see where the Pistons are creating these advantages and getting lots of points in the paint in the process. So, got to get a body on. I mean, look, you're not going to get every rebound, but you got to get a body on there. And there's sometimes Jalen Duren kind of gets in there a little bit untouched. Got to get a body in there, as I said. Can't lack perimeter defenders and interior defenders. Well. Shall we introduce you to the Toronto Raptors? We don't really do anything on defense, you know? They just kind of run around there on defense sometimes. We were beating the Nuggets by 20 plus plus and can't lead against the Pistons. We make no sense. I mean, taking any lead against the Nuggets made no sense, but we did manufacture that previous game. But we saw how the game finished. Koloko, man, this would have been a really good season to get a lot of Christian Koloko minutes. It is, honestly, it is a damn shame that whatever health complications were out of our hands, because it would have been really interesting to have provided him an opportunity to get minutes this season, see where he can go. Because I was high on him, the Raptors were high on him, and there was a lot that was appealing from his stint with the Raptors. Sad, man. And it certainly would help tonight to have a player like that on the team. Anyways, back in action here. Evan Fournier in the game for the Pistons, stepping back. Looked like a 2, but it's way off the mark regardless. So don't matter there. I accidentally refreshed my stream, so I'm not seeing what is going on here. But all right, back here. Didn't miss anything. I'm seeing Nwora going up for 3. No good there. Evan Fournier on the rebound. Fournier to Stewart. Stewart played like the whole quarter here. Now Quentin Grimes to Evan Fournier. Fournier puts it up with the right end, finishes. A lot of former New York Knicks in action tonight. Evan Fournier, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickley, Malachi Flynn if he plays. I think Taj Gibson plays for the Detroit Pistons now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Koloko will ever come back. Who knows? It's Wiseman to the rack. Wow. He got up there and threw that shit down. 50 seconds to go in the first. The Raptors are down by 3. That was poor defense. 11-4 run for the Pistons, 29-26. Lonzo still can't sprint. I don't think Lonzo. Man, it's getting to the point where Lonzo probably will never come back. It's so sad. McDaniel's going to the rim. What the fuck? Why do I have to watch this guy play basketball? Like, what is he doing there? Where's that Wiseman dunk? Nwora leaves him wide open. Noira's bad, man. I don't know if you guys have noticed in the last few games. Jordan Nwora is horrible on defense. That's the type of play that gets you yanked. And he's had a few of them. He had that fun little couple of games when he started for the Raptors. But man, his defense is horrible. Jamias Ramsey getting some first quarter minutes for Toronto. Currently on a 10-day contract, and the Pistons add on another 3 points to their advantage. It's a 6-point game. Yeah, he got dropped 3 times for the Hawks. Played 3 minutes against the Suns, I think. Yeah, 3 minutes. Made a horrible defensive mistake against Grayson Allen. Got yanked. And there was one there. Bruce Brown attacking and getting fouled 5.6 seconds ago. And that'll send Brucey to the line. Oh, no, it will not. They'll call it on the floor. I thought it was on the floor, but I just thought it was bonus. That's why he was going to the line. But apparently they call this. It looked like it was on the floor to me. They're going to discuss it, and it will be a side out for the Raptors. There was a foul to give for the Pistons. 32-26. Can the Raptors manufacture one last attempt here? 5 seconds to go. They're going to let Bruce Brown do it. And he's fouled by Evan Fournier here. And now is this bonus situation? Yes, it is. Pistons are fun to root for? I don't know about that. Pistons 6 up here, and Brown misses the first free throw. Yeah, underdogs in Detroit. Bubs Arcade Fighters. That's what it's come to. Bruce Brown, second free throw is good. I'm really tired today. I don't know what is going on with me. I'm very tired today. First quarter in the books. Raptors down by 5. All right. I've had a lot of water first quarter. I actually need to go fill this up right now. So I'll be right back, guys. While I'm gone, we got 82 people there. If you haven't done so already, be sure to smash that like button. Help get us going, the YouTube algorithm. But don't go anywhere. Second quarter action on the way. I'll only be a minute. Okay, so first quarter in the books. Raptors, they're not playing poorly, I'd say. But defensively, they haven't looked great. On offense, no, they haven't played poorly. They've been fine. On defensive end, though, allowing offensive rebounds, first of all. And allowing a ton of opportunities in the paint, not just on those offensive rebounds. Been a few breakdowns defensively. Been sent into a few mismatches. And they're very much picking on this Raptors team with their size. And continues like this, yeah, it's probably going to be a ugly result. But let's hope these guys grind it out here with 3 more quarters to go. So Jamias Ramsey still in the game. He's in with Bruce Brown, Jalen McDaniels, Jonte Porter, and Grady Dick. Really excited to see Jamias Ramsey. He has been tearing it up in the G League this season. Raptors get a stop this time. Bruce Brown going the other way. Fontecchio meets him. Bruce Brown, right-hander from like the free throw line. That was a horrible shot. Jamias Ramsey gets the rebound, misses his 3-ball. What was that by Bruce Brown, man? Like a one-hander just inside the free throw line? What is that? Down low, Wiseman has the entry pass nearly taken away by McDaniels. That's better defending. Denying that entry pass. Nice stuff there by Jalen McDaniels. Evan Fournier just above the break. Has his pass turned over nearly. No, it ends up in the hands of a Pistons player, but it is a shot clock violation. Another good defensive stand by Toronto. The first year the Buffalo Braves, now the LA Clippers, were so bad on defense that Jack Ramsey went to his players. So he called a timeout and sent the ref over. Ref thought he was going to scream at him. Instead, he asked him if it was possible for 1 yellow pylon to replace his guards. Brown puts it in there. The thing is, Darko doesn't seem to know when things are going wrong. He kind of just like, a lot of positives to take away from that game. Bruce Brown freestyling. That's a good way to describe it sometimes. Grady Dick with a rebound here. Raptors on the charge as Jamias Ramsey is fouled. But he'll head to the line on the foul to try and make up those 2 points there. Well, Bruce got his money. I continue to stress, people know who Bruce Brown is. If the Raptors have a desire to trade him, they shouldn't have really too much issue doing so. A better Precious Achiuwa. It's kind of a good way to describe him. But he should be much better than that. Yeah, can I put in a yellow pylon? What did the refs say? Another stop by the Raptors here have held Detroit scoreless so far. Brown kicks out to Porter. Handoff fake to Grady Dick. Jonte gonna now look for Bruce Brown opposite end. He drives inside, feeds McDaniels at the rim, and McDaniels is completely denied by James Wiseman. Of course, it had to be McDaniels there, huh? Other way, and the Raptors get a block of their own there. Is that Grady Dick getting a block? Bruce Brown to the rim, lays it in. The Raptors on a cheeky 7-0 run here to start, or a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. Oh, McDaniels. Evan Fournier to Sasser. Now, it's Grimes, not Sasser. Fontaine, another steal by the Raptors. Full court pass, and Jalen McDaniels can't handle it. Out of bounds. Poor pass more than anything. And the Raptors will maintain the 1-point lead, but lose that possession there. Who got the block? It was Jonte Porter. Oh, he got the block on Quentin Grimes down low. So it's hard to watch everything, watch the chat, get everything right all the time. But then the next possession there, Jonte Porter with a steal. So a block and a steal, back-to-back defensive possessions. Listen, you can't fault the effort and heart from the guys in the Raptors. They battle it out there always. This is Marcus Sasser for three. No good. Rebound, Bruce Brown. Jonte Porter straightaway three. Likes that spot. And shows it there. 36-32. Nah, Quickly will be back in. Quickly's played 10 minutes already. And he'll come back in probably with like 7 minutes left and be on pace for like 35 minutes. McDaniels to Grady Dick in transition, throws it down. And finally, after an 11-0 run, Monty Williams says that's enough and calls a timeout. Raptors start the quarter on an 11-0 run here, and the defense is the name of the game, forcing turnovers, getting blocks, and they're going the other way and grabbing the buckets where they can. Nice effort from this team once again. You got to give them credit. Like I said, you got to give them credit for putting in that effort all the time. Yeah, I don't think the worst version of Achiuwa is better than the best version of Bruce. I very much disagree, Joey. I understand your frustration with Bruce Brown, but come on. We know who Precious Achiuwa is. I don't know why it took Monty Williams 11-0 run to and like multiple turnovers. I don't know how it took Monty Williams that long to call timeout. Absolutely should have done that earlier. Bruce Brown's like just a solid player. Like he's a great player to have on your team. He just, I guess people have called him a ceiling raiser, but he's a ceiling raiser, but he's not a floor raiser. You know, if he's on a really good team, he can help. He can help, just get you a little bit better. Find you that next level when you're already a good team. But when he's on a bad team, I don't know, when he has to showcase his skills a bit more, he's more of that complementary piece, putting it nicely. Still a good player, but obviously life in Toronto has not been his best. McDaniels is worse, yes. I'd much rather watch Bruce Brown than Jim McDaniels. I completely agree. Oh, look at that. A Bet99 commercial. Shout out our sportsbook partner, Bet99. If you're betting on sports, consider using our partner, Bet99. Use the link pinned in chat or in the description. Maybe on Friday we get a Bet99 banger collab bet as well. It's kind of tough to do the collab bets when we don't even know who the Raptors are going to be using in the game, but we'll do our best. Kind of seems like Quickly and Barrett are rotating. When is so what's the schedule like? Okay, not a game. Is there a game? I hope there's not a game Saturday. I'm not streaming if there's a game Saturday, I'm not streaming. No game Saturday. We got Friday, we got Sunday, then we don't have any Monday or Tuesday, which is quite nice. But Sunday, Sunday should be fine for a stream. And the Raptors get another stop here. Looks like Porter got another block out of the timeout there. Porter for three. Doesn't go. Rebound to Sasser. Marcus Sasser finds Cade Cunningham. Cade past McDaniels. Finds Duren down low. And it looked like the Raptors had gotten another stop, but a foul is called. Streams are down. I'm on Sportsnet, so I'm on TSN, so I'm all good. Use Stream East. Yeah, it was another block by Porter. Jonte Porter having himself quite the game. As a teenager, Buffalo College ball at it peaked. When they had Calvin Murphy, Bob Lanier went to play for the Pistons. It was... I was a Pistons fan until my beloved Dino started playing. Wow, interesting. A Buffalo man we got here. Can't say I recognize those players. Let's look them up. What was he saying? Oh, multi-time All-Star. How about that? Raptors on the floor right now. Emmanuel Quickly, Jonte Porter, Jordan Nwora, Jalen McDaniels, and Jamias Ramsey. As McDaniels throws down the lob from Jonte Porter. This is not the way I thought the game would be going, but Jonte Porter is having himself a game here. They're going to be a stream for 17K subs. Yes. So the plan is when they hit channel 17K, I'm going to release a video with the giveaway details. Going to let that kind of fester for about a week, and then we'll do a stream to announce the winner of the giveaway for the Raptors jerseys. There are two winners for the Raptors jersey giveaway. And just to celebrate 17K and just, we'll hang out and chat some ball. Maybe I'll have some other fun stuff planned, but no guarantees. Another offensive rebound for the Pistons. First one the Raptors have vanquished in the second quarter. And they're not made to pay, but another offensive rebound, and a foul is called. Pistons 0 of 9 in the second quarter, 5 minutes in. This is crazy. Glad we didn't get Grimes. He's so bad. He's not bad. He's certainly not playing well, but he isn't bad. He's good. Jonte Porter, historic night coming. We'll see. But he's playing really well here. Starting lineup for the Grizzlies today, by the way. Scottie Pippen Jr., Luke Kennard, John Conchar, G.G. Jackson, and whoever Jemison is. Man, the Grizzlies are putting in an all-time tank here. It's gonna take a lot for the Raptors to fall below that team. Raptors get a steal here. Quickly in transition to Agbaji, who's blocked. Wow, what a defensive play there by the Pistons. McDaniels has looked better the last couple of games, but no, I'm not a fan. Quickly to McDaniels. Speaking of, he's taking it inside. Tough shot with the right. I mean, didn't need to shoot that. Shooting's just like NBA bite, but never knew about it. So thank you. Oh, I'm glad to help you out. That's my go-to for UFC and whatever sports I need to watch that I don't have access to. Another steal for the Raptors, this time Nwora with active hands in the passing lane. Quickly pull-up three, though, is no good. And it's still 40-33 for the Raptors. First quarter ended 32-27 Pistons. 6 minutes into the second quarter, it is 40-33. Pistons with just 1 point, no field goals in the second quarter. Cade Cunningham immediately changes that, and that is their first field goal over halfway through the second quarter. Wow. What the hell's going on? Noara for a 3, and what a time to hit it as we celebrate. New subscriber here, Debo Hype. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you guys are enjoying the content, join the people like Debo in the community as Emmanuel quickly gets a block. Moving the other way, lays it in. Wow, what a play by Emmanuel Quickly. The Raptors are rolling here up by 10. But again, that's Debo Hype. If you guys want more Raptors content, like streams for Raptors games and videos about the team, join people like Debo Hype who are subscribed. Cade Cunningham gets the bucket to go there. Cade is not a bust, but I said I don't think he's as good as he's labeled in the NBA. Noara lays it up and lays it in. If McDaniels gets 20, got to do an emote. Nah, man. The type of people that were getting 30 bombs in that Tampa season, it actually might happen. I ain't making a McDaniels emote. If he drops 30, I'll tell you what. If he drops 30, I'll give you a McDaniels emote. Sasser for 3. Whoever it was doesn't go, and the Raptors keep the 10-point advantage here. 47-37. Olynyk to the rim, lays it in. What a second quarter by the Raptors, adjusting to the Pistons' interior game, boxing guys out, eliminating entry passes, and some individual brilliance on that end of the court as Cade misses the layup. Here come the Raptors again, but Olynyk's errant pass is turned over as Ivy gets the steal. Ivy puts it up, but a foul's called. It's a carry? I'm not sure, but it's 4:07 to go to the second. Raptors lead 49-37 here. What a job by the Raptors on defense in the second quarter. Massive improvement to the first quarter. Will reiterate my stance here that I had last game. Look, Raptors are playing really well, up 12 here. A lot of game to go here. Definitely a lot of game to go here. Let's see if the Raptors can keep this up. Let's see if the Raptors can keep going here. Because they certainly didn't the other day. Understandably so. Didn't against the Pistons, or against the Nuggets. But will they be able to do it against the Pistons? We will see here. We will see here. Instead of fries, Raptors should buy McMuffin if McDaniels gets a 30-10-10. Well, should I get a McMuffin? Listen, all right. If McDaniels, what's McDaniels at? If McDaniels gets a 30 bomb today, he's got 4 points right now. I'll make an emote and I'll get a McMuffin. That'll be our celebratory McDaniels moment. But yeah, he's got to get 10 first. He's on 4. Not even sure he's grabbing 10. So yeah, we'll see. Dark will have this team marching like fine Italian militia in less than 2 years. Not so sure about that, but he's got development to work with here. Players are hopefully going to improve. Let's see if we can come out positively next season. Make a thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel emote. It's a bit of a mouthful. I don't think I can quite get that all in. I don't think I can quite get that all in one of our emotes here, unfortunately. Wait, who's Ramsey? When did they sign him? Ramsey is on a 10-day contract. The 10 days is probably up very soon, but he is on a 10-day contract with the Raptors. Raptors up by 12. Largest lead. There is a like emote, actually, so we don't need to make another one. Raptors get another steal here. This is incredible. Quickly finds Abaji, who finds Brown, who makes the layup in close. The Raptors are forcing turnovers left, right, center. This is incredible stuff right now. Another three for the Pistons goes begging. Raptors lead by 14 here. This would have been a good one to lose for Toronto, but enjoying seeing the team playing as well as this, 51-37. It's certainly enjoyable to watch the team do well. You know, we'll handle the ramifications of winning and the negativity towards the draft pick that may have, but hey, and I'm certainly enjoying what I'm seeing from this one right now. (53-37) Toronto. After the free throws there, the Pistons have 5 points in the second quarter. Is this a revenge game for that December 30th loss by the Raptors? As Duran, ain't nobody stopping that. Yams it. 53-39. 7 second quarter points for the Pistons with 2:52 to go. Grady Dick for 3. Way off the mark. It's an air ball. Not Grady's finest. I do like the team morale seems to be up even despite the losses. You know, everybody on the bench is always up, celebrating big plays. That's something you weren't getting the start of the season, but it seems like there's a real amount of cohesion formed with this group. Real unit developing. Hopefully that spills over into the offseason as well. No, we had Siakam when we lost to the Pistons. It was right after we traded OG that we lost. We had Siakam still. Will the Grady email be removed if Gary leaves? Yes, absolutely. Jamias Ramsey was out briefly. He's back in the game. Anybody, if you got a sec, have a look at Jamias Ramsey's G League averages this season. Some pretty eye-popping numbers. He has been great in the G League based on those. I'm not watching G League games, but those numbers, I mean, he is lighting it up in the G League this season. I used to have a Kyle Lowry email, but nobody really ever used it, so I took it off. When was that face? It was summer 2021. I used to do a bit of video game stuff on the Twitch days for the streams. I used to do all the streams for amateur sports on Twitch. And I did video game streams in the summer. And I was playing Resident Evil, and that was a reaction to something I saw on Resident Evil 7. Grady Dick to the rack. What a pass, what a cut, and what a finish. Grady Dick throws it down. I never really I never really did 2K streams. I'm just not good. And I never really wanted to play it. 3-ball dropped for Cade, and it's 55-44. I used to actually have a Lowry ass emote, but that nobody really uses. So we just made it so that more usable emotes, you know? 57-44 after another nice offensive set there by Toronto. Looking really, really good here. And another steal. This is extraordinary. I got to see how many steals the Raptors managed in the second quarter. This is extraordinary right now. Raptors have 5 steals in this game. How many turnovers? Pistons have 8 turnovers. Raptors only committed 4. The Raptors are outplaying the Pistons and getting the extra possessions to boast with it. How many picks do the Raptors have this draft? Right now, they have the Pacers pick, which is consistently getting better and better for us. And they have the Pistons second-round pick. They obviously also have a top 6 protected pick sent to the Spurs. So if they're in the top 6, they'll have their own pick as well. But right now, it's 2. I'll look at points scored off of turnovers and whatnot at the halftime interval. Cade Cunningham wide open for 3. A breakdown on defense. Looked like it was Jamias Ramsey, the guilty party, as Cade makes it a 10-point game. Pistons will certainly want to get this to single digits for that halftime interval after such a bad quarter for them. They started the quarter up by 5. Here they are down 10 as Isaiah Stewart gets the block on Emmanuel Quickley's floater. Other way with Jaden Ivey in the corner to Fontecchio. And yeah, he can hit from there. Fontecchio makes it a 7-point game, and a lot of that hard work by the Raptors seemingly evaporating right before our eyes. Emmanuel Quickley gets the screen. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Quickly, off the Grady Dick screen, fires in the corner instead to Jamias Ramsey for 3. Off the mark, rebound for Stewart. Another stop for the Pistons, who have made this a 7-point game. Yeah, Flynn is on the Pistons, but he can't even get playtime for them. Cade sizing up Ramsey. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 6.5 points. Cade has space for a deep 2. Doesn't go, but Jalen Duren easily tips in the rebound. And after all that positive play by the Raptors, they may go in only up 5. And yes, Grady Dick's 3-ball at the buzzer is an air ball. All the hard work by the Raptors took a very nice, was it like a 49-37 lead? They have led by 12 here, but it kind of came crumbling down later on in the half. And hey, look, they're still up, but could have been more. Raptors lead 57-52 at the end of the first half. All right, guys, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, reset as I usually do for halftime. When I come back, we're going to look at the box score. We're going to look at the team stats, get some insight into the game, and then we'll have the second half on the way. Don't go anywhere. And while I'm gone, we have 31 likes in the stream right now. I see 111 people watching. Hit that like button. Let's get this stream up to 50 likes. Fast that like while I'm away. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. Getting some chocolate in. I don't know where Freeman Liberty is, actually. Let me just make sure he's not injured. I don't don't think I saw him in the injury report today. Like, Gary Trent's listed as available, but he's not playing. I think Freeman Liberty could be playing. He's just not. Interesting coach's decision, but hey, things are working here. J.M. McDaniels is the highest plus-minus of the night at plus 10, so who are we to say anything? Just some, like, Easter chocolate. You know those. It was a Star Wars one that my girlfriend got. Like one of those big ones. I just took off a chunk and ate it there. I would like to see. Oh, G says he thinks he saw JFL in street clothes, which would be a surprise. Like, this would be a great opportunity for him to get some minutes here. And he did play 2 days ago. Mohamed Ugay is actually injured. That is confirmed. But I'm going to look at Freeman Liberty, see if there's any updates on Twitter suggesting he is not available to play today. No information on Freeman Liberty not being available, but G apparently saw him in street clothes. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't see anything saying Freeman Liberty isn't active, but we should look for the. We should look for him if he's in street clothes when we see the second half. Can we start blaming the medical staff? Well, I look at the injuries. A lot of the injuries right now are fake, by the way. But like the key players injured, Scotty Barnes out, freak hand injury, nothing the medical staff can do. Same for Jakob Poeltl, hand injury, nothing the medical staff can do for that. Gary Trent, I'm sure if the Raptors were serious, he'd be playing. Same with R.J. Barrett. But maybe further down the roster, I guess some questions could come into play. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like the Raptors are getting any more injuries than perhaps a common team would. And again, the Barnes and Poeltl ones are freak incidents you can't really prepare for. But let's have a look at the box score from the first half. Raptors side of things. Kelly Olynyk, what a game so far. Had 10 in the first, 17 points for Toronto. He's got 12 now. 5 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block to go with it, though 4 turnovers. We'd like to clean that up. Bruce Brown, solid game here. 3 of 6 for 7 points. Emmanuel Quickly playing well. 14 points, 4 of 9 shooting. 5 of 5 from the line, and 3 assists go with it. Even as a block today, Emmanuel Quickly, you don't see that every day for him. Abaji, nothing to report. Hasn't quite been as impressive as I would have hoped for in his time in Toronto since that trade deadline day trade. Grady Dick, good showing overall, good cutting, 6 points, but 0 of 3 from 3. Very much looking for that range to be found in the second half, hopefully. Jalen McDaniels, he's had his moments, both bad and good, but he's 2 of 6 and he's a plus 10. I'm pretty sure he did have a steal. Oh, no, he didn't. He almost got a steal, but has looked solid defensively. He's got 4 points. Jordan Nwora has had some poor moments on defense, but he's contributed 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Jonte Porter, this is one of the more impressive nights I've seen from Jonte Porter thus far. 5 points for him on 2 of 3 shooting. He's hit his 3 that he took. 4 assists and 2 blocks. He's played some excellent defense. He actually should have a steal. I'm not sure why that has not been credited to him. He should have a steal. He deflected it too quickly. Maybe then quickly also a steal. I think Porter should have a steal, but doesn't have one credited to him. Person who does have a steal credited to him is Jamias Ramsey. Has a steal credited to him there. 0 of 2 from the field, both of which were threes. On the Pistons side of things, Jalen Duren has taken 7 shots, and he's made all of them. Struggling to put a body on him in the paint, but he's got 15 and 12. He's going to go for 20 of 20 tonight. That may not be enough, though, for the Pistons to win. Cade Cunningham, 7 of 14, 16 points, 4 assists. Just not a lot of help for those guys today. Ivy's 1 of 7. Fontecchio's 1 of 5. Hit that corner 3 very late in the half. Wiseman, 4 points. Raptors defensively were locked in. Winning that quarter by 10 points could have been a whole lot more, but they've done a better job of bogging down in the paint. They're blocking tons of shots. They're denying those entry passes to the bigs, understanding their weakness is size, so just don't allow that entry pass to happen. But even with the generation of steals and whatnot, still allowing a healthy amount of offensive rebounds at 7, have only had 2 themselves. And even though they forced 9 turnovers and only committed 5 themselves, they've taken 3 less shots overall on the field goal on the field goal numbers. They have taken more free throws, to be fair. So it looks like the turnovers by the Pistons are balancing out with the offensive rebounds that they're generating. So it's pretty even possession battle-wise. The Raptors, though, 5 of 17 from 3. Would like to see that improve. Only 29% from the field, though, doing better on the inside. They are 48% from the field, which is surprising because the Pistons are shooting 45% as a whole, even though they're shooting better from 3. Yet they have 30 points in the paint. Interestingly, Raptors, just with those transition looks always happening, the Raptors are actually boast 34 points in the paint today. But maybe what's also surprising, the Raptors only have 4 points off of those 9 Pistons turnovers. And the Raptors committed 5 turnovers and have allowed 5 points off those turnovers. So not even using those turnovers to great avail. Would like to see that for sure improve. But a 16-point lead down to 5. Yeah, we kind of just understand that this Raptors team is going to always have some struggles. And today is no different. Even against the Pistons, the Raptors are underdogs. Yeah. Bit of a shame, but we move. Is Cade going to be like Ayton first pick? I don't think so, but I'm not. I reiterate that I'm not as high on him as I am, as many other people are on him. Honestly, hope we lose this game. I hope Memphis win. Thankfully, Detroit had a little run. Yeah, in the moment watching the game, I do enjoy watching the team do well, players developing, but in the grand scheme, losses are better. But it's tough for me to, I'm not going to watch this game rooting against the Raptors. It's just kind of like, oh, they lost. Well, that does help with the draft, Cade, to me, doesn't seem like a ceiling raiser type of player, unfortunately. His shot profile needs to be better. His creation for teammates could stand to improve. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but I'm not sure the real elite height of his potential, considering he was a first overall pick. And he was such a prize chip to go first overall as well. And Paolo, yeah, look at Paolo, what you get of a first pick there, I suppose. I don't know. I'd like to see Cade on a better team and see if things improve. But the way he plays, his style right now, definitely is something that could improve. We'll see, though. I mean, look, it's in a tough situation. He's playing with the Pistons. They stink. He's had some injury trouble, so we'll see going forward if he can take to the next step. But don't get me wrong. He's very, very good still. A win is good for our second-round pick. A loss is good for our pursuit of our top 6 pick. Well, our second-round pick is pretty much guaranteed to be either 31st or 32nd. So I'm not ultra concerned about that one. But it would help. You're right. The second-round pick if we did win today. I'm more concerned about that top 6 pick for sure. Yeah, Magic have been a very big surprise. They're going to be interesting. If they make the playoffs, it'll be interesting to watch them. The thing is, they're just such a good defensive team. Shout out Mosley for getting the most out of that group. Just defensively been great. Jalen Suggs had some rough couple years to start his NBA career. He's turning into an elite defender who shoots the three ball well. I remember one of the major concerns about Suggs coming into the league was his three-point shooting. Little did we know he'd struggle in a lot of other categories, but one thing he's not struggling in is shooting. There's a very good example of a super talented player fine-tuning his game to be effective at the NBA level. Just because you've got a lot of talent doesn't mean you're going to be effective in the NBA. Jalen Suggs is a very good example of a player who has changed his style and worked on specific things that's going to make him extremely effective at the NBA level. And he's worked hard to improve his defense. He's become a very good defender, as I said, and he's become a much better three-point shooter. And look, you play defense and you can hit threes, you're going to make tons of money playing professional basketball at the NBA level. Every team is looking for those two things. And if a guy can do both, even better. Everyone's out there looking for defense. Kids, if you're looking at improving your game, be a good defender and shoot that three ball. The East play-in tournament might kind of suck because the Bulls and Hawks will be in it. Hopefully a healthy Hawks if that's the case. But god damn, the Western Conference playoffs are going to be a dogfight every step of the way. Every step of the way. That is going to be an absolute dogfight. I'm so excited. The West playoffs are going to be great. The play-in games in the West are going to be great as well. You might have a Lakers-Warriors matchup again there. Mavericks might be in there. Kings might be in there. Give me a lot of fun. Whereas in the East, it's going to be, okay, great. Hawks, Bulls, Magic, Pacers, or whoever on that side. Sixers, Pacers, whatever it may be, will be kind of fun. But in the second one, there's going to be a clear favorite and a clear underdog. Okay, second half about to get going here. Let's keep this game rolling. All right, it hasn't been as nasty of a watch as I thought it could be. Watching underdog Raptors in Detroit. Could have been a real nasty game, but not been the case as of yet. Enjoying this one and enjoying your company. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Make sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying, and subscribe for more Raptors content. Back in action here. Second half underway. Here we go. Isaiah Stewart to Duren. Nearly a turnover again for the Pistons, but Cade straightaway three is off the mark. Adil said, still recovering from the Cheetah session. I'm all recovered now. I'm all good now. If we get 60, we'll have a 45% chance of getting picked. Indeed, we will. Hopefully, we get there. Best case, you go down to bottom 5 seed, and you end with a 63% chance of keeping your pick. Even then, it's not a guarantee, but at least you give yourself that opportunity. Jalen Suggs is like Josh Hart, but for a 5 pick, not sure it's success. Well, for a 5, look, I think he's better than Josh Hart, but he's a better shooter than Josh Hart. As far as a 5th overall pick is concerned, you want more out of that player, but Suggs is very good. Suggs will be fine getting tons of play time throughout his career. When we're getting Wellington, probably not till the offseason. But we'll do some form of cooking stream there. Thoughts on Dark with progression as a coach now? Can we even use the season to evaluate as a coach? Yeah, I always, I recognize the situation. I've always been looking for, are things getting better? And up until this kind of tanky phase, up until the All-Star break, the answer was a resounding no. Things were not improving, really. Coaching staff's getting more out of RJ Barrett. Didn't think they could do that. Barnes has been much better this season, although you could wager he would have done that under any coach. But the team's success overall, it's been an ugly season. And it's been an ugly season. Big component of the ugly season is coaching. because there were good players here. They're not anymore, but the team shouldn't have been in that position where they were selling off like that. But the team moves the ball well. The overall flow of the offense and watching that is more enjoyable than it has been in previous years. But is it going to turn into winning and winning down the line with this team? I guess that remains to be seen, but I'm not super hopeful about the coaching going forward, but would love to be proven wrong. Few instances of healthy lineup. Darko's offense looked interesting. Need some serious tweaking, plus offensive assistant coaches. Nice talk. Yeah, the offense, has been pretty good, especially with when the trades were made and when everyone's healthy. It's been very interesting. There's been some very good moments, some bad moments, but a lot of great moments. Defensively, it's been a complete disaster all year, and that is rather shocking, considering we knew offense could struggle, we knew half-court offense could be a problem. But, having a group like Siakam, Barnes, Anunoby, Schroeder, and Pirtle and not being able to get stops is pretty extraordinary. Like, you should accidentally have a top 10 defense with those 5 guys starting. 4 good defenders. Like OG, elite defender. Siakam, good defender. Barnes was great defender at the time. Pirtle's a great defender. Schroeder is not a negative defender, and they couldn't get stops with that unit. So defensively, there still are questions, but offensively, things are hopefully trending upwards. Blunder was not rebuilding earlier, absolutely. Not tanking earlier as well. OG wasn't trying. I don't know. It didn't seem like that to me. Wow, missed free throw by the Pistons is recovered on a rebound and finished. And the Raptors, who led by 16 in the middle of the second quarter, now only lead by 1. Can quickly change that. Fires it to Grady Dick in the corner. Met by Cade, and then he's fouled by Cade. Baji boxed out Kelly on her own defensive rebound. I didn't see that, but ugly. Dwayne Casey in this game. He's at the game. He's in the Detroit front office, so it makes sense if he was here. Olynyk looking to find a pass here. Nobody open. Olynyk's going to have to get some of himself. He ends up turning the ball over. Ugly sequence there by Toronto. Pistons looking to take the lead here. Cade. One-on-one with Quickly. And it's deflected away by Quick, but it's, what are they calling here? It looked like it was off Quickly. But it's a defensive 3-second the key here, actually. So this is a technical foul. So that'll send the Pistons to the line for a free throw. And Cade connects, which makes it a tie game at 59. Raptors led this one by 16 about 9 game minutes ago, I think it was. But here we are, 59-59. Second game in a row, potential for the Raptors to blow a significant advantage. Corner 3 is good for Beef Stew. And the Pistons lead by 3. It's sad to see them take a big lead and then blow it like that again. Come on. Abaji for three, looking to respond. No good on the three ball there. Rebound out to the Pistons, and here they come, marching forward again. Jaden Ivey looking to extend this advantage. A timeout would be good soon. Stewart down low, can't handle the pass, turns it over. Bruce Brown at the rim and finishes. 1-point game. Memphis, they're playing right now, aren't they? Are they losing bad, though, or something? Memphis are down by 6 right now. So, I mean, it's still a lot of game left. It's only the first quarter. Babaji can't save the ball there. Cade to Ivy. Now Stewart, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be a Pistons ball again, but just stopping them briefly is a success. Cade Cunningham fires it inside to Stewart, and a late rotation or missed rotation, whatever it was, leads to a wide open layup there for Stewart. It kind of looks like it was Bruce Brown who failed to rotate inside. And not only was he late, he also fouled Stewart, so gives him an extra point there. And indeed, it was Bruce Brown. They tried to blitz the entry pass there to Duren, but did not account for B. Stu down low. That was completely on Bruce Brown there. Holds his hand up to suggest that, yes, it was his fault there. Playoffs are going to be great, especially in the West. 13-4 run for the Pistons to start this third quarter, and the Raptors now find themselves down by 4. Grady Dick in the paint, going up with the right, and called for the travel. Raptors saw you taking. I mean, look, the players, I promise you, the players aren't tanking. The players are not here trying to lose this game. They're trying to win. The lineup decisions, like, guys sitting out, that is a tanking decision. But once the game starts, all that's out the window. They're here trying to win basketball games. And they're not doing a very good job at it. But that's helping with the draft pick. And giving up a 16-point lead, yeah, it doesn't help here. Bruce Brown to Kelly Olynyk. Kelly in the paint. Reverse layup is good. Nice finish, nice take by the Canadian. 65-63. Abaji might be worse than McDaniels right now. That is pretty sad. But you're not wrong, Kobe. Abaji has struggled. Cade flicks it with the right. Finishes 67-63 for the Pistons. Quickly looking to make things happen once again. Attacking Duren. Kick out in the corner. Grady Dick. And finally, Grady Dick finds his range. First three ball of the night for Grady Dick. That was his 5th attempt. And the Raptors have 6 made threes now as we're in the midway stages of the third quarter. Not a lot. Not a great game of basketball overall. Bruce Brown with a steal at the top of the three-point line. Give and go there was Abaji in the finish, and the Raptors have restored their advantage. All right, 68-67 now. I don't know. I like the potential Abaji possesses. That pick, it was going to be a basement pick in the draft. So I'm okay taking a flyer here on a guy like Abaji who has some good qualities to his game, but definitely has not looked great in a Raptors uniform since the trade went down. Time will kind of tell to see what sort of players were in the range of that pick, but it's looking like it'll be a top or a bottom 3 or 4 pick in the draft. Maybe not 3. I mean, I think Denver will win the West. The Bucks are playing better now. OKC right now are bottom 3. Yeah, it's probably gonna be it's actually probably gonna be a bottom 3 pick. It's looking like it'll be a 28th overall pick. So 28th overall pick for Abaji doesn't sound that bad to me, to be honest. But again, time will tell. But as of right now, I'm still pretty happy with that transaction. Ooh, excuse me. He's still a good defender as well, which we're not. Like, offensively, there's been some struggles. Defensively, I guess we're not quite as focused in there. There's been some qualities defensively that I've showcased. Agreed. Long defender, can guard in multiple positions. Kind of what we needed after trading away OG. You know, he's not anywhere close to OG, but that sort of quality from a defender we have now. And no, there's reason to suggest he'll trend upwards offensively. That's true. McDaniels also kind of is who he is at this point. Fair enough. You know, Baji's, this is only his second year in the NBA as well. He can continue to grow. And he was the 14th overall pick 2 years ago. So I think there's reason to believe Baji can continue to improve. And it's good to give him play time right now while the team is gutted. Agreed. Schroeder averaging 17 on 50% for 3 last 10. I mean, you're shooting the ball always quite well for Toronto. Except for maybe some garbage time. Some clutch moments maybe. A lot of Raptors fans in Detroit tonight. Interesting. I guess you can make the trip to Detroit, but god damn. I mean, are you making the trip for this team? If you live in Canada, you making the trip to Detroit to watch this Raptors team? Like other years, yeah, I'd be down, but I don't think I'm getting off my ass and making that drive for this version of the Raptors. I'm very much looking forward to the offseason. A lot of things we can do with the draft picks, tons of flexibilities cap-wise. I think there's a lot of room for change going on. Windsor's a 30-minute drive to the arena. Okay, fair enough. Windsor is closer to Detroit than Toronto, and the tickets are very cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Very much good reason to go check out a Raptors game at that point. And groceries you get while you're there. You know what? You got me, guys. It makes sense. Adding notable free agents? I mean, not really. I wouldn't look at the notable ones. The Raptors aren't going to be picking out, like, you know, a significant piece of their core in free agency. It's more so going to be kind of trying to fill in the cracks. Cunningham to the rim, misses. And a layup there. The rebound saved by quickly. Raptors down 1. Olynyk to a cutting Nwora, who wedgies that layup into the rim in the backboard. Was he fouled in the process, potentially? I mean, it'd be hard to mess up too much. Like, I guess you can miss on your draft picks, miss on your signings, but you're giving yourself opportunities. A lot of other desirable destinations free agents with cap space for free agents. I mean, I guess so, but you know, everybody's got to find a place to play. NBA basketball is pizza. Even bad pizza is good. You're not wrong. This is still enjoying this. It's not been a great game, but still enjoying this. (71-70) for the Pistons. Raptors led by 16 in this game. Obviously, not anymore, but not really a bad thing, is it? Foul on the floor there as it was Ivy going up. 71-70. Got a Tupac get up in the crowd there with the Red Wings jersey. Ivy, first free throw is good. Ivy taking his time on the line. Second free throw is good. 73-70 for the Pistons. Raptors looking to recover here. When do you think the Raptors can make it to the final? I think as quickly. Wow. Big three there. What a shot. The earliest where it could be conceivable for the Raptors to get to an NBA Finals is like 5 years. And even then, like, a lot of things have to go right to get to the finals. I mean, the Raptors have only been to one in their entire history. They did win when they got there, but I'm thinking next year is going to be another bad year. I'm thinking 2 years, like the season after that is going to be the building steps, getting better, improving. And if things are linear, which success is not linear, year 4 is establishing yourself as a playoff threat. Year 5, hopefully you're building up with a lot of this core in place. You've got some of these guys in their prime. You're filling out talent around them. Only at that point can you even really consider this. Could I really only see this team then becoming a threat for an NBA Finals appearance? But it's so hard to get there. With 3 rookies, the Raps can only sign 1 free agent if they lose Gary Nwora and have open bra spot. They let Bruce Brown walk for nothing. No, they can cut other players. They can make room. Like Freeman Liberty's not on a fully guaranteed contract for next season. They can make some space. Nwora, his shot, no good there. I mean, teams just tend to taper off. It's tough to stay at the top for very long. The Suns will taper off. The Bucks will taper off. Agreed. Can't stay at the top forever. Isaiah Stewart called for the charge there. Nice job by Olynyk. Always drawing these fouls. 4:02 to go in the third. Raptors down by 2. Can the Raptors make a playoff push 2025 like they did in 2022? I mean, maybe. Like, there's so many different reasons, or there's so many different variables. It's very complicated to predict, but it's possible, certainly. Oh, yeah, we got to look. Freeman Liberty is in game gear. Freeman Liberty is just, it seems like it's a coach's decision. He's not playing. Just got to look at him. Perfect timing. He's wearing, like, the track pants. He's wearing the warm-up top. If Darko wanted him in the game, he could get him in the game 100% here. There's always ebbs and flows when it comes to the league, so it's tough to predict down the line. Ooh, excuse me. They're looking to see if the foul was after the shot clock. Okay. So it'll either be a shot clock violation or a foul. This is what they're looking at here. Raptors will have the ball regardless, but foul looks like it was before the shot clock buzzer. So it looks like a foul against Isaiah Stewart here. Harsimar, you're not the only one who is looking at that draft pile. Shouldn't take this long to review. There we go. Headphones are coming off. Gonna make a decision here. 1/10 of a second before the shot clock. All right, so foul stands is called. Raptors down by 2. Get the ball back. Let's see what they can do. 4:02 to go in the third quarter. As a reminder to everybody watching here, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you've hit the like button. We have 109 people watching, 41 likes. Let's get this stream up to 50 likes. If you're watching and are enjoying and you haven't done so, take a second out of your day to hit the like button. And I do watch parties like this for every Raptors game. I do videos throughout the week about the Raptors. It's a great time to subscribe to the channel. We're getting very close to 17,000 subs. And when we get to 17K, we're giving away 2 Scotty Barnes jerseys. So make sure you're active. Make sure you're subscribed. Keep it locked with Amateur Hour Sports. Manuel quickly, out of the break, misses his 3 ball. And an offensive foul called against the Pistons after they rebounded there. Wiseman attested to have got his elbow up on Jonte Porter. Immediately, Cade Cunningham wanted this challenge, but there's clearly contact there. This would be a tough challenge to win. Now, let's see here. Wiseman comes up. I mean, I can understand why they've called it. It's obviously an accident, but I can understand why they've called this here. This would be a tough one to win, in my opinion, for the Pistons. I feel like the whole morale stuff, like nobody starts a season tanking. You know, you play your guys at the gate, but I feel like this whole morale thing about the team. I've only seen team morale improve in the last couple of weeks, even amidst some horrific losses, some bad performances. So, you know, if morale was a concern, I think a lot of those concerns should be put to bed with the recent games. And, you know, if getting development is a concern, I think that should be put to bed. There's great development and great reps still being had by players, even amidst the bad games. You know, the blown lead against Denver Nuggets, even in the late stages of that blown lead, RJ Barrett was getting some top-notch reps and was playing very well. So, you know, it's not going to be every night. Maybe it's every other night where you're getting those opportunities, or every other game, but even still, things are improving. It would be quite a night if the Raptors lost and the Grizzlies won, though. And people last week were saying we're not bad enough to catch the Grizzlies. Like, we might do it today. Grizzlies currently down by 6 to the Hornets. What is good is that the coaching staff, I think the best thing they've done this season is still keep these guys up for games, especially post All-Star break. I think the best and most successful thing the coaching staff has done is continue to have these guys fighting for wins and the team being up for these games still, because I can't imagine how difficult that might be, and they've done it successfully. The team easily could have just rolled over post All-Star break, but they didn't. That 3-game win streak was very impressive, but seemingly for nothing. Ooh. Let's see if the foul is confirmed or not. Yeah, offensive foul stands. You know, I could see why the Pistons don't think that's a foul, but that'd be a really tough one to win a challenge on. Wiseman makes contact on the chin with his elbow. Like, it's really tough for the refs to see that and overturn their call. So anyways, Raptors will get the ball back right away, down by 2. Let's see where they go from here. Quickly to Porter. Porter driving, and he's fouled once again. That should be a shooting foul on top of things. Go with that. Porter, first free throw is good. Chance to tie the game now. Pistons got a young team, but they've had a young team for a long time, and they keep making themselves young, and they keep never doing anything. Wiseman lays in other end, and Pistons regain their advantage. Pistons in the bonus as we're 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Nice feed by Porter to Nwora under the rim and the easy finish. Jonte Porter has himself up to 5 assists tonight. An impressive night again. Back-to-back games for Jonte Porter. Grogan got a full beard after no shaving for 6 weeks. How do you like it? Maybe once you're out, you can style it a little bit. See how you like it, Grogan. Nwora and Porter fighting for the same rebound. Both could have gotten it easily. Instead, neither of them get it. That's out of bounds for a Pistons ball. That's ugly. Right after on the other end, they connect so well with the assist and the score. Oh, Duran's getting 20-20. We said that pregame. He's already got 18 rebounds and 20 points. 23 minutes played. That is incredible. Nwora gets it to... Oh, that's turned over. Another sloppy play by Nwora. And on the other end, shot goes up, no good. Nwora looked like he fouled him, but nothing called. Nwora with a nice feed to Porter. Very nice feed in the corner to McDaniels, who misses the corner three. That was a really nice set of passes there. Nwora to Jonte Porter, the kick out, but McDaniels cannot finish with the three. On the other end, McDaniels called for a foul. And that'll be bonus situation, as I said. So back to the line for the Pistons. Why haven't the Raptors got an investigated by the NBA? I'm not sure. I don't know how long they can keep up sitting guys out without getting into any trouble. I guess as long as you list an injury and you do it in advance, you're fine, which they have been doing. But I don't know. I don't think they can sit out players every game. Brown to McDaniels, back to Brown. In the corner, back to McDaniels. McDaniels met by 3 players. Turnaround jumper is good. Jalen McDaniels. Look at that jumper. Who would have thought? 79-79. We got a game. Grimes fires in the corner of Fontecchio. Front rim and away. Wiseman gets the rebound, though. Pistons circle it around to Grimes for the straightaway 3 off the mark. Porter finds McDaniels other side. Here come the Raptors again. Chance to regain the lead. A lot of lead changes in this one with 1:43 to go in the third. Hasn't been the best basketball, but still entertaining. Jamias Ramsey to the rim. He hasn't really gotten himself going here. Misses. Taking Freeman Liberty's minutes tonight, it seems. And here he is committing the foul on the other end as Grimes was driving in. Ben Simmons starting next season. Ben Simmons still has that fat contract next season, so I'm not sure. Why did the Knicks trade their pick, which became Duran? That's a good question. That is a good question. Why did OKC trade the pick that was Alperen Şengün? The team that's so good at drafting traded Alperen Şengün on draft night. Who knows? But what a great deal by Houston. I'm so happy Şengün avoided major injury after the ankle and knee injury during the game. Severely sprained knee, but it looked like it. Actually, it looked bad. It didn't look as bad to me with the knee. He was bending his knee as he left, which would indicate not really big structural damage. But thankfully it was avoided. I'm not saying it's a shoo-in that you're bending your knee, you're fine. But very happy that he avoided any major injury. Who are you cheering for in the playoffs since the Raptors are based out? I hope none of them win. I hope they all lose. I hope none of them win the championship. I got basically anybody but Boston. If somebody that's not Boston wins, I can probably stomach it. But I don't want anybody to win. I don't like anybody but the Raptors. Shannon was very good pre-draft, though. How tall is he now? What was he pre-drafts? Like 6'11"? He's 6'11". He was like 6'11" pre-draft. Did he grow? Let's see. When he came to the NBA, he was 6'9". Now he's 6'11". Oh, so he did grow a little bit. Interesting. That's something he's helped. Bruce Brown, floater, just rolls around and doesn't drop. Garrett Temple on the bench tried to will that one in, but doesn't go. Raptors down 1. Pass by Sasser, deflected away. It's out of bounds, seemingly for a Raptors ball. Oh, look at that, Grogan. A Canada goose laid an egg right below it. That's a fun little story. I hate all Boston teams. No Boston teams. I would love if a West team won as well. I don't like, no, fuck the East. I don't think anybody could win in the West and make me upset. I wouldn't like if the Clippers won, though. So I guess not. Or Phoenix. McDaniels. Fadeaway 2 is well off the mark. Here come the Pistons again. Pistons were down 16 in the second, down 5 to start the third. Here they are up 1. Missed on that layup there. Good defense by the Raptors. Now Raptors looking to take the advantage once again. Shot clock, game clock separated by 8.5 seconds. Bruce Brown. I don't know. I just don't like when the teams who make the fat trades for like the superstars win, you know. Wiseman with a block there against the Raptors, and here come the Pistons again. They'll be leading after 3, but by how much? This play would determine it. Corner from Grimes to, not sure who that is, but it is a buzzer beater 3 to end the third quarter, and that is Omude. I'm not sure who that is, but that's a 3 ball that will introduce me, and the Pistons lead by 4 and have a 9-point reversal in the third quarter. So the Raptors win the second quarter by 10, but lose the first quarter by 5 and the third quarter by 9. Here they are down by 4. All right, 1 quarter to go. Let's see where it takes us. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna hit the pisser quickly, and then we have fourth quarter action. left my door open. Oops. All right. We're grinding through this game, ladies and gentlemen. Only a quarter to go. Let's do this thing. I can get to bed, figure out why I'm so goddamn tired. Porter, nice pass to start us off to McDaniels. And he gets the and one to go. Perfect start to the fourth quarter for the Raptors. A Jalen McDaniels and one opportunity at the line here. I was about to roast McDaniels because he loves that. He loves doing that. He loves fading away for these like little push shots that don't really have a hope of going in. He got a lucky bounce there. You know, he got fouled, but it's just like a little shove like that. Like not really a ton of intent on scoring. You know what I mean? But hey, it counts. Wiseman other way. He's stopped there by Porter. What a defensive performance we've seen from Porter. Other way, McDaniels turns it over cheaply, and that's an easy 2 for Quentin Grimes. How many blocks is that for Porter, though? Jonte Porter, 4 blocks on the night, 7 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He is a block away from a 4x5 stat line, which would be very impressive here. Not quite the 5x5. He's got 0 steals, but, man, Porter is showing out tonight. Here he is. Kicking out to Jahmi'us Ramsey for 3. No good on the 3 ball. And Jahmi'us Ramsey has not looked at the races here. Unfortunately, he's given a big opportunity tonight, and I'm happy to see him play, but has not looked at the races. Not pushing the boundaries of that 10-day contract. It'd be interesting to get some Javon Freeman Liberty minutes out of it instead, but Darko rolling with Ramsey here. Would I re-sign Porter? He's on a 2-way contract. I think that's a pretty good role for him. You know, it's clear that he's a very good G League player, so, you know, great to have him there. And it's clear that when you're in need of more depth, like you're in pretty dire situation injury-wise, he can step up and do a role. And he's a young player. Yeah, I'd love to have Jonte Porter back on a 2-way contract. Would I sign him on like a standard NBA contract? Personally, I'm not there yet, but would love to see more opportunities provided to him next season on that 2-way deal. What are the Grizzlies saying right now? Grizzlies are down by 10 at half. Not looking good, boys. Corner Fontecchio. His Pistons look to further their advantage here. 85-81. Fontecchio deep 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound Ramsey. What can the Raptors muster up now? Bruce Brown running point. Feeds Porter, cuts to the rim, and he's fouled going up. He'll head to the line. These players are going to fight to the end. They're not tanking here. They're here to win games. They want to taste that success. Would it be better for them not to? I mean, sure, but they want to go win this game. Remind everybody watching, smash the like button if you've not done so already. We got 123 active viewers here. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. It's a tough game to watch, but appreciate you joining me. We're 4 likes away from 50. Let's get to that milestone. And if you want to see more Raptors content, I do streams for Raptors games just like this one, as Porter misses both free throws. Jesus Christ. And I do videos about the team throughout the week. Subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 17,000 subs. When we get there, we're giving away 2 Raptors jerseys into the community. You could be one of those lucky recipients, but you will have to be subscribed. That's just a bonus, though, for the great Raptors content. Jahmi'us Ramsey, nice kick out to McDaniels. Fontecchio recovers. McDaniels going one-on-one. Fade away. Nope. Bails out. Finds Ramsey in the corner. And another 3 goes begging for Jahmi'us Ramsey. Has had ample opportunities here. And his team trying to hype him up a little bit, which is great to see. But ample opportunities for Jahmi'us Ramsey not going. You'd think at some point here, the Raptors would have to sub him out. He's 0 of 6, 0 of 4 from 3. And he's still in the game here. At some point, you got to get Jahmi'us Ramsey out of the game. Sasser to, I forgot his name, that guy. Now it's Jaden Ivey. I know this guy. Jaden Ivey, tough 2. That is a tough bucket. It ends the rather dry spell for both teams there. 87-81. Brown to Grady Dick. Now Jalen McDaniels. Up fake, steps inside. Once again met by Ivey. Tough 2. And this is another one of those weird one-handed shots by McDaniels. Porter only signed a standard contract if Jakob Poeltl's traded. I mean, if Jakob Poeltl gets traded, you got to find another center. The fix is not signing Jontay Porter. It's finding another center for this team. This game is a G League game. Well, there's a lot of G League players playing, man. I don't know what to tell you. Especially the bench lineups. Imagine trying, still losing to the Pistons. I'll remind you guys, the Raptors were underdogs here, but McDaniels, I got to say, past 2 games have been 2 of his more impressive nights for the Raptors. That ain't saying much, but it is what it is. Quickly trying to get on the court, but what the hell is this guy wearing? He's got 2 massive ice packs on his knees. He's wrapped up and everything. What the hell is going on? McDaniels has checked out, but he did check back in and close that Denver game. We'll see if it's the same today. Raptors have Ramsey, Porter, Bruce Brown, Quickly, and Agbaji on the court. I'm not sure how Jahmi'us Ramsey has survived all these minutes, to be honest. How much is it taking in Detroit right now? I have no idea. Quickly to Agbaji. Now Jontay Porter for 3. No good. Rebound to the Pistons. Jaden Ivey. Ramsey defending. Ivey off the screen. And a moving screen called there against Wiseman. So Ramsey draws the foul. And the Raptors, who haven't scored in a while, down by 8, have the ball back. And a timeout's called. Raptors, let's see what they can conjure up in this timeout here. See if they can get back in the game. Courtside tickets to a Pistons game, $632. Is that Canadian dollars or American? That's pretty good. Honestly, sit courtside. It's a lot more to sit courtside or even near courtside at a Raptors game. Raptors tickets are egregious. $632 Canadian sit courtside. That's pretty good. Like, if you want to treat yourself, like, once every few years. I've sat courtside at a couple of Raptors 905 games, and it's kind of awesome. So, yeah, I'd love. I don't think I'll ever sit courtside at a Raptors game, but I would certainly like to one day. But it's the ticket prices that I'd rather buy that, or would I rather go on vacation somewhere? Probably choose the vacation. But so yeah, $632. I can see myself reasonably doing that one day. But I mean, I'm not a Pistons fan, so I'm not going to do it. Ramsey at 16 minutes, giving the Sailor Raptors know what direction they're taking this. I will, again, my opinion is that the coaching staff and the players don't have any sort of thought right now going into tanking. The only thought right now is winning this basketball game. Like, every time Quickly's in a post-game press conference, he continues to say, they want to win. We want to win games. They're out here to win. They're not out here to play a guy extra minutes for the sake of tanking. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt to the coaching staff for playtime here. If they're trying to win, not sure. I want to see Ramsey, but we've seen quite a bit of him here, and it's clearly not happening. I could go for a Whopper, to be honest. The Whopper commercial. The Whopper commercial is horrible, though. Bring back the Whopper singing guy. Courtside for a Raps game starts 1,200 to 14,000. Yeah, 1,200. I'm cool. I'm gonna watch at home. Did you see the Raptors fans who rented the OKC arena after the game played beer ball in the arena? Yeah, I did see that. That was cool. 300 per person to play on a NBA court. That's kind of cool. That's just such a cool experience. Yeah, I don't like that Burger King commercial. Maybe I shouldn't eat there because of that. I can't remember the last time I had Burger King. Quickly for three in the corner, doesn't go, so the Raptors offense stays cold. They have only 2 points in the entire fourth quarter, the Raptors, and we are 4.5 minutes in. Thankfully, the Pistons only have 6 points in the quarter. Sasser puts it in off the glass, and it's a 10-point game now. Things are starting to drift away here for Toronto. Looking like the Raptors are going to be kept well under 100 points tonight with 7 minutes to go. Nwora step back three. I mean, what are we doing? Olynyk does get the rebound, but misses. And the Raptors, yes, only 2 points in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Tough. Olynyk gets a steal, and Ramsey really should score from here. And my goodness, does he score. A windmill dunk for his first basket of the night. He can fly. A whopper of a dunk. Fontecchio for three responds immediately, and the lead has gotten to 11. That is Detroit's largest lead. Nwora wide open for three. Gets it. Right back for the Raptors. 8-point game again, 6:11 to go. Freeman Liberty's stuck on the bench. It's a coaching decision. He's healthy, able to play, just not playing tonight. Nothing has suggested anything that indicates the opposite of what I've said. Quickly, Raptors going to stop, looking to create more on offense. Quickly, layup, no good. Had a good look there. Those are the ones down the line he's going to start hitting. Sasser for three other way. Big shot. And the lead is back to 11 once again, into double digits. Now, Ramsey can fly. But one thing I always liked about Ramsey pre-draft was like insane athletic ability. And showed it there finally. But he has been putting up some major numbers in the G League. I'm serious. Go take a look at his G League averages this season. This guy can play, but hasn't really come to play here tonight for the Raptors. He's 0-4 from 3 and was 0-6 from the field leading up to that windmill dunk. But, hey, cool little moment. Olynyk to Abaji. Back to Olynyk. And Olynyk hits the deck, but a foul is called. 5:08 to go. When's the last time we won against the Pistons? Last year we swept them, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we beat them all 3 times we played them last year. So, last season. Kelly's always drawing fouls, man. Kelly Olynyk, first free throw off the mark. Oh, and we crushed them earlier. Sorry, I forgot about that. One of the first, 5 or 6 games of the year, we smacked them. You're right, at home. You're correct. So we beat them this year. Forgot about that game. That is a while ago now. My God. Yeah, but we did lose to them. It ended their 28-game losing streak. 97-87. 4:57 to go. Fontecchio for 3. Just hit from there. Won't hit this time. Bruce Brown, great job on the glass taking that rebound away from Jalen Duren. Quickly for three, off the mark. And another opportunity goes begging for the Raptors. Detroit trying to slow things down, already up by 10 points. Sasser side to side, and that is a lovely piece of play right there. Side step for three, 187, and the Detroit Pistons take a 13-point lead. This one slipping away for the Raptors, and yeah, with the Grizzlies down 10 at halftime, not looking like a great day overall, but big picture, loss will probably be better, but yeah, another big lead blown by the Raptors. They've blown, I think they've blown now. This would be the second 16-point lead they've blown this season. They have blown a 17-point lead this season. They blew a 22-point lead on Monday. They blew a 23-point lead to OKC. Yeah, they've been blown out in a lot of games. They've given up some big leads. I mean, like, you can understand it with the caliber of players on the court tonight for the Raptors, but you know, you can also say that about the Pistons, I suppose. Yeah, I understand a loss today. It's just kind of disappointing how flat the Raptors have looked for the second half. Well, really, midway through the second onwards. I get it. I get the loss, but I feel like they still could have given a little bit more tonight. But there's going to be tons of crappy games like this as we get through the rest of the season 100%. You guys like to give the benefit of the doubt on a lot of occasions here. You know, if McDaniels plays a bit too much, it's like salvaging value. I think it's just this is them trying to win this game. I don't think there's any underlying sort of thoughts that go into these decisions. It's just they're trying to win. This is what they think they need to do to win. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty game, but you can reasonably see how the game can spiral out of control like this. But turning into a bit of kings of blowing leads. Not a good position to be in. Well, obviously a different game with Scotty, RJ, and Yak. Everything I say within the context of knowing the players are missing. I'm aware if the All-Star, the starting center, and the rising star, RJ, we'll call him, are available. I'm aware the Raptors probably are not down 13 in the fourth quarter to the Pistons, but not been the most impressive night, regardless. Was in bathroom time with court seats. Sat courtside once a few years ago versus the Magic. Amex seats at 1,000 to take them. Got them by accident. How do you get tickets like that by accident? Isaiah Stewart 3. 4 minutes ago. It's a 16-point game. I mean, look, I get losing, but you don't want the score to be run up against you by the Pistons. Is this their largest lead of the season? Like, would this be the largest win of the season? Foul called against Kelly Olynyk there. Let's see the Pistons this season. They beat the Thunder by 16. And, just last game, they beat the Charlotte Hornets by 17. So 17 was their largest win of the season. Third game of the year, they also beat the Bulls by 16. Then they proceeded to lose 28 games in a row, but they won their most recent game by 17. Even though the Wolves are good, do you think the Wolves lost the Rudy Gobert trade? Yes. I think a lot of Timberwolves fans for a season like this will take it, but that will go down as one of the worst trades ever. Like the value there. Egregious overpay. Quickly to Grady Dick. I'm going to just trim the lead as much as possible, but Grady Dick is blocked by Jaden Ivey. 16-point game. 105-89. Sasser to Fontecchio. Fontecchio layup doesn't go. Rebound Duren. Another offensive rebound for Duren. And it's batted away. It's out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Duren has 9 offensive rebounds for the Detroit Pistons tonight. 9 offensive rebounds is more total rebounds than any player has on the Raptors, even with a three rebound buffer. Porter for 3, gets it to go, makes this one look a little bit better, potentially for the box score later on. 105-92 Pistons. Yeah, we mean, obviously in context of the guys that are missing, like looking at the type of lineups that are out there today, are we really this bad? I mean, evidently. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, they haven't looked good. Quickly, fouled as he's going for the layup. Chance to make this a 10-point game, and at least like that's conceivable to come back from with over 2 minutes to go. But like a game like today, you need everybody firing. Abaji has 0 points. Grady Dick is 4 of 13. Quickly 7 of 17. Yeah, I mean, it's just not a great team that we're dealing with here, especially defensively. I think they could have looked a little bit better, even despite all this, but you can understand how. Was in the lower bowl near the exit. Guy walks up, not even 5. Did give me ask if my nephew was my son. Just said yes. He handed me his tickets. It was awesome. That's great, man. Awesome. What an experience to have with your nephew as well. One day, I got to sit there. Porter, another steal. He's had quite a performance here, but Olynyk leaves the 3 short, and more time to kill for the Detroit Pistons. It's going to be an exceptional stat line for Jonte Porter tonight. So, you're still getting valuable reps in for a lot of the guys in the team at the very least. Even amidst a tank, a loss is probably best thing for this team overall for the season. And you're still getting some valuable experience for players quickly and some lead reps. All part of the process of building for next season. So, it's tough to watch in the time. You still kind of expect a little bit more out of this team, but all within the context, you can understand how things do go wrong. Fontecchio puts it in. And that 13-point game, other way for Brown. This game's getting ugly. Ripped your $10. It is what it is. Rose, done to watch Toronto games. Well, if you're not done watching Toronto games, I certainly am not. I'm going to be watching them for the rest of the season and beyond. If you guys do want to be along for the ride, you're not subscribed already, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Help us grow the channel to 17,000 subs. We're very close to that milestone. Cade, I mean, they didn't have to play Cade an absorbent amount of minutes. They knew they had the win here. Yeah, I agree with G here. I really like watching the career arc, the development of players. I like watching the process, what they're working on. I like watching the career arc unfold. So, I can still get some value and enjoyment out of these games. Obviously, it's not as enjoyable as the team playing well, but it is what it is. You got to watch to see the path for the path for these players. You're not watching to see wins. That's for damn sure. Agreed. Raptors, look at them. 43 seconds to go, down 9. They're challenging here. Tell me again, this team is not trying to win. They're out here fighting. They're trying to win. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. And grand scheme, a loss is better for this team. That's true. 47 seconds left, and the Raptors making this comeback. Well, they got to win the challenge first of all, and Porter certainly seemed confident in their ability to win the challenge. It's not a far harder schedule. The Raptors have coming in tonight, had the 18th most difficult schedule. The Grizzlies had the 23rd most difficult schedule remaining. So, harder schedule, yes, is on the Grizzlies, but not to the level that you are suggesting. Thoughts on Zach Edey? Huge props from turning himself into a player that likely would not have been drafted to a potential lottery pick. Huge props to him and his development and his work ethic to turn himself into an NBA player. Because we've seen these the best players in the nation, like Luka Garza, come into the league, not be able to find success. But Zach Edey, player of the year last year, didn't think he was going to get drafted, pulled out of the draft, and worked on his game to such a degree that he might be a lottery pick. Huge shout out to Zach Edey. And the Raptors will win this challenge, by the way. This is going to be off of Ivy. It will be a Raptors basketball with about 47 seconds to go. I think it was. What's that ref doing? What the fuck was... Sorry, so I didn't realize what they were reviewing. They weren't sure if the ball went out before the foul. There was a foul called or something. I don't... Sorry, I don't really understand what they were looking at there, but the Raptors have lost their challenge here. I don't really understand what I saw, but the Raptors lost their challenge. They're down 9. It's actually 44 seconds to go here. Here's Duran. Raptors trying to get the steal. Instead, they're going to go for the foul here. And Duran in the bonus, heading to the free throw line. Jalen Duran was quite a performance. 21 points, 22 fucking rebounds for Jalen Duran here, and he's heading to the line to add on to that point tally. Only 28 minutes needed from Cade Cunningham for a comfortable win here for the Detroit Pistons. Duran makes both free throws. He now has 23 points. 109-98 quickly to Olynyk. Layup is good. Pistons. I don't imagine the Pistons will just dribble this one out. Oh, they won't. Brown gets a steal on the inbound. It's a 7-point game. All right. Monty Williams takes a timeout. So 7-point game. Pistons just need one more stop, and basically the Raptors. Then basically they'll just dribble this one out. But this team, they won't say die. And this is further evidence the Raptors are trying to win. The players, the coaching staff are not here to make up numbers and tank. The players that are on the floor are here to win, and plays like that showcase. Even in a game that's pretty much over with a 9-point game with 28 seconds to go. Raptors still fighting for that steal. Top 5 most glazed player. I mean, I kind of did that last stream. Cade was on the list. Oh, yeah, if all guys are healthy, we would win. But, we understand the situation right now. That being said, could they have looked a little bit better? Probably, but it is what it is. Losses are going to help us. Do I think K is overrated? Yes. I've said that like 5 times today. Malachi revenge game. Malachi Flynn, yeah, he's so good, so underused by the Raptors that he's on the Pistons and he still gets 0 minutes. I don't know about y'all. But if you can't make it in Detroit, you ain't making it in the NBA, pal. Ooh, a travel call against the Pistons. This one's getting interesting here. 25 seconds ago, Raptors get the ball back. Can the Raptors get a quick score and make this even more interesting? 7-point game. Quickly to Porter for 3. No good. Rebound Duren, and they're still going. Grady Dick with a foul. This one probably could have been over a few minutes ago, but they're trying here. Duren grabs another rebound. He's going to get another opportunity for 2 points to line. Wow, Duren's got quite a monstrous stat line going for himself. How you feeling about Precious on the Knicks? He's on a better team. His role is simplified, and credit to him for doing well. I certainly didn't think he would be, but things were very clearly not working out in Toronto. Duren first free throw is no good there. Pistons are so used to losing, they don't know what to do when they're up like this. Second free throw for Duren is good. 8-point game. And Darko calls a timeout. What the fuck are we doing here? God, we're down 8. 3-possession game with 15 seconds left. And they're calling a timeout trying to... Just let the clock run out, man. It's over. It's over, dude. You lost. Oh, my God. You know, a 6-point game, I get it. But an 8-point game with 15 seconds, you need a bucket and 2 steals here. I don't know. Well, we're dragging this one out. We're nearly there. Plenty of time. Are they going to bring in Jamias Ramsey as well for this? All right, just bringing in shooters. Nwora, Brown, Dick, Olynyk, and Quick on the floor, so not Ramsey. 14.8 seconds, 110-102. Raptors need 3 buckets here in 15 seconds. Olynyk into Bruce Brown. I tell you, this is going to take a while. Quickly, you're going to have to shoot, guys. Quickly gets to the rim. Makes the layup, 6-point game. Just let the clock go, guys. Inbound to Stewart. Dick fouls. We're down 6 with 6 seconds left. Grady Dick fouls. Sends Isaiah Stewart to the line. I think the last time when we played the Pistons and lost, I'm pretty sure the Raptors scored something like 20 points in the last 60 seconds. Because they kept fouling and getting the ball back. I mean, the spread is 3. Yeah, I guess they're playing for the spread. But they might get it here. The spread is 3.5. So if Isaiah Stewart misses both of these and the Raptors get some bullshit 3, they're going to cover the spread. Makes a second free throw. It's turned over on the inbound. Do not foul him. And they foul again. Down 7 with 4 seconds left. The Raptors turn it over and foul, sending the Pistons once again to the free throw line. Monty Williams can't help but laugh. I'd be laughing too, bro. Darko not laughing. That's not a face of a guy who's laughing. First free throw for the Pistons is good. And this game took 20 minutes longer than it needed to. $113-104. Please do not shoot it. Please just stop. Thank you. That will do it. Finally, this game is in the books. The Toronto Raptors have fallen 113-104 to the Pistons. Let's talk about it tonight's post-game show. I'm sick of this. Let's do our fucking post-game show. That game took way longer than it needed to. The Raptors drew that one out way too long, man. All right. Well, this is what the season has come to. The Toronto Raptors roll into Detroit in March 2024 as underdogs. The season has spiraled so far out of control that, yes, we were 3.5-point underdogs here and end up losing by 9 points. Let's break it down for you in tonight's post-game show. Post-game shows like this are always live out here on the Amateur Hour Reactions channel after Raptors games the morning after, but you can also catch these streams live on Amateur Hour Sports. So wherever you're watching this right now, make sure you're subscribed, especially if you like what you see, because you're going to see more content like it right here on this channel. And if you do enjoy along the way, make sure you do hit that like button, help drive us up in that YouTube algorithm. All right, that game lasted way longer than it needed to. The Raptors really drew this one out. Fouling late, trying to get the ball back in a game that was already a foregone conclusion. Really fighting to the bitter end of this one in the 9-point loss to the Detroit Pistons. For anybody saying that this is a team that the players, the coaching staff during the game are making decisions for the detriment of the team, trying to tank, I got news for you. This is them absolutely trying to win the game and doing everything in their capabilities to try and win the game. You know, obviously, pre-game, outside of the games, yeah, they're tanking 100%. The guys are sitting out. There's injuries. This team is tanking 100%, but once that jump ball goes, once the game begins, this team is out here trying to win games. You make no mistake about it. Along the way, you know, is development being prioritized maybe a little bit more than winning? Sure, but in the end of the day, Dark was putting out a team and coaching his team to try and win games. Unfortunately, a 9-point loss here to the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, there's no doubts here. If the team is healthy, the team is serious, the Raptors very likely win this game. I know they didn't beat the Pistons earlier this season when they were trying to be serious, but, you know, if Barnes, Pirtle are playing here, very likely the Raptors are favored. Very likely the Raptors do win this game. But as it is here, a little bit disappointing in the way it kind of pans out. You can understand losing by 7 here. The Pistons have been much improved since the trade deadline. They've won a couple of games in a row now. So, yeah, you know, you can understand how the Raptors lose this one. But along the way, a pretty lackluster performance from the middle of the second quarter onwards. The Raptors played pretty well out the gates, especially in the second quarter. Got themselves out to a 16-point advantage even, but Detroit slowly chipped away at that, modified their game plan, and just really ran away with this one in the second half. They win the third quarter by 9 points, and the fourth quarter by 5 points, despite the Raptors, again, taking those big advantages early on in the game. Game plan in the second quarter for the Raptors where things started to click. Just denied those entry passes to the bigs for the Pistons. It took the Pistons a little bit of time to adjust there, but as the Raptors found success, they were getting steals, getting stops, using that to get transition opportunities. But overall, scoring was down for the Raptors. Couldn't generate enough offense overall. Shot the ball poorly in this game. And the Pistons, there was just a complete lack of resistance defensively by the Raptors, and they were able to take advantage. All things, you know, I'm saying with the understanding of guys out missing game with the tankitis, guys out actually with injuries, all this understanding, like, you know, I kind of expected the Raptors to lose this game. And in the grand scheme of the season, yeah, a loss is definitely better overall, especially with, at the time of recording, the Grizzlies currently losing to the Charlotte Hornets, though not out of reach for the Grizzlies as of yet. Hopefully the Grizzlies can manage to pull out a win there. But Whatever the situation is, understanding it all, I felt like they could have brought a little bit more here, but I can understand how the game spirals out of control just like this. Along the way, though, even with losses like this, there are still some individual performances where there's positivity to take away at the very least, which you can be, pretty happy with walking away. Kelly Olynyk played well. He's seemingly starting to find his range from three for the Raptors. He had 19 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 8 assists, 6 rebounds on 8 of 11 shooting. Started the game 4 for 4, had 10 of the first 17 points for the Raptors as well. Bruce Brown, a positive game. He's had some struggles for the Raptors, but 17 points here. 5 assists go with it. 8 of 12 shooting. Manuel Quickley was good late in the game. 8 of 19 in this one. 25 points, 8 assists. These sort of games are good opportunities for Manuel Quickley to learn how to be the lead player, the focal point for the team. I think these reps are extremely valuable to him, and you're getting these extremely valuable reps even out of games like this where the Raptors clearly are tanking. Grady Dick, not his best. 4-13, 1 of 6 from 3. And Ochai Agbaji, man, I think it's a good sign that the Raptors are tanking, because if not, he probably wouldn't be getting play time. He'd be out of rotation. Hasn't looked good in his time with the Raptors as of yet, but young player, second year in the NBA. I think there's reason for optimism for the future. Hopefully things start to pick up. Bench minutes were pretty good, actually, early on in the game. Jalen McDaniels was 4 of 11 here with 8 points, one of his better nights as a Raptor. Jordan Nwora, 5 of 11 with 12 points, and one of the best players of the night, Jontay Porter, 3 of 6 from the field, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal. Great night defensively at Jontay Porter. Kind of did everything he could for this team, and is really earning himself a spot for the roster, more so in the summer, but perhaps for next season as well. What was confusing about the bench minutes was the distribution here to Jahmi'us Ramsey. I've wanted to see Jahmi'us Ramsey play. I'm happy we did get to see a good amount of play time here, but 19 minutes was just too much for him. He had 7 rebounds. He hustled. That's great, but he was a minus 10. Started the game 0 of 6 from 3. Started the game 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Ended up getting a wide open dunk, which was a cool dunk. Like, he windmilled it. That was cool. But felt like he overstayed his welcome on the court as the Raptors were trying to get themselves back in the game. Would have preferred to see Javon Freeman Liberty minutes as well. Not sure why he didn't play here, unless there's an injury I'm unaware of. For the Pistons, a lot of different sources of offense here. Jalen Duren, the best performer of the night. 27 minutes, 24 points, 23 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds as well. 9 offensive rebounds is 3 more rebounds than any Raptors player had tonight in totality. Cade Cunningham only has to play 28 minutes for a pretty comprehensive victory overall for the Detroit Pistons. The Raptors were really only staying this game through turnovers. Once that turnover well dried up a little bit, well, actually, it didn't even dry up. The Pistons turned the ball over 22 times compared to 11 by the Raptors, yet the Raptors only managed 16 points off those turnovers. The Pistons made up for those turnovers by getting 11 offensive rebounds compared to the 3 mustered up by the Raptors. 19 more rebounds in total. So, yeah, even with less field goal attempts, they took 5 less. They did get 12 more free throw attempts and did a lot more with those turnovers being forced than the Raptors did. Even with 64 points in the paint for the Raptors, 48 for the Pistons, they had a more dispersed, well-balanced offense. The Raptors, not a lot of weapons here, not a lot of defense being able to be deployed. It's easy to see how the game did get away from the Raptors in the way that it did. Again, kind of a shame looking at the box sort of lose by 9 to the Pistons, but when you see the players playing, doesn't make a bit more sense. Absolutely. So, it's nice. Games like this, they help with the tank. We started the day a half game up on the Grizzlies. If we lose this and the Grizzlies beat the Hornets tonight, then we're behind the Grizzlies. And for the people who were like 1 week ago saying the Raptors aren't bad enough to catch the Memphis Grizzlies in the tank race, well, they might already be lower than the Grizzlies after today, and there's still 16, 17 games remaining. So it was very easy to catch the Memphis Grizzlies. Can they continue to do this? We'll see. We'll see how egregious the tank gets, but This was one of the more winnable games for the Raptors. We go through the rest of the season here. Not a ton of like super winnable games for this team looking at their schedule. You know, obviously they had this one tonight, which was winnable against the Pistons. Upcoming stretch is pretty heinous. The Magic are on a great run. The Raptors get them back-to-back. Then it's the Kings. Then it's the Thunder. Before, a winnable game against the Wizards, a winnable game against the Nets. Then you have the Knicks, the Sixers, the Lakers, the Timberwolves, the Bucks, Wizards again, Pacers, Nets again, then the Heat twice. Doesn't feel like a lot of wins are on the way for the Raptors here, and if this game is any indication, it's going to be a rough watch the rest of the way. But we'll be here enjoying the journey for these players. We'll be here seeing where this team can go for the rest of the season, individually speaking with the players, and hey, maybe put ourselves in a great position to get an opportunity to have that pick in the upcoming draft. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe as we're getting ready for the Raptors' next game coming up on Friday against those Orlando Magic. Thank you, stream chat. Appreciate it. This stream took a bit longer than I wanted it to. The Raptors drew this one out a little bit longer than I wanted them to, but that'll do it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. You make these games a whole lot more bearable and a whole lot more watchable. The Amateur Hour Army grows stronger every day. And when we get to that 17,000 sub plateau, we're rewarding you guys 2 jerseys dumped into the community. See you guys next time. I guess I should do a video tomorrow. I don't know what I'm really going to talk about, but I'll try to get a video out tomorrow. And I'll definitely be streaming on